like I think now it's.
Chaos, thank you very much for the
Let
sub.
me see what it is. What it is right now.
14 months.
It
Holy
is
shit.
currently 86, so it's manageable for me.
Sorry, I couldn't do wardens tonight.
But
I
it was
had
105
some other
earlier.
important stuff I needed and wanted to get finished first. My wife's going on a trip for a week, so I'll just spend some more time with her.
Yeah,
Hi, Sam.
the Midwest is disgustingly
I'm doing
hot
all right.
right now.
Feeling old as usual. Keep trying tornadoes. Oh God.
Oh.
Have you been?
Yeah, that sounds scary. Ooh.
Rip.
Oh, at least it missed you. That's the important thing.
For the most part.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, honestly.
Doing all right? Good.
Well, at least you're okay. That's the important part.
Dead Angel. Fucking Dead Angels.
Yeah, at least you're all right. So hey.
I care you, and I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually having fun with the first D&D campaign I've been part of in a long time.
Hey, nice.
Oh, I've been having fun with Lancer lately. I haven't been doing D&D as much, but I have been enjoying Lancer.
Lancer. Oh, let me fix myself.
Which is another TTRPG.
Two sideways. There we go.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing that.
Tanner's actually the DM
That's
for this
better.
one.
Ooh.
And so far it's interesting. It's we finished episode 4. This week is going to be episode 5, and already, boy, my character.
Ooh. Yeah, I've been kind of burned out on D&D because, like, I found that D&D and ADHD don't mix super well together.
I play D&D every Wednesday with Decidius.
Well, my character is basically a silver dragonkin ranger who will not use magic unless it is absolutely necessary.
Oh, I might unlevel items
cool.
just good as well. Okay.
And
I'm down.
And after last week's episode, is now basically
Gary's still gonna have pants because I can't be bothered.
Bonded to
And finally, Sig can go pantsless.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Pants on the Jerry to not use them.
He specifically
But maybe I can just get the leotard going. Who knows?
Oh, Jerry can go sweaterless. He still got his pants.
Underboob, let's go.
Oh yeah, and Carrick's is probably gonna be
in the cowgirl outfit.
Oh yeah, so Shock sent me the files for
She isn't taller
for Daisy.
this one is
You're shirtless 100% of the time now. Yeah, exactly.
Started on it, but I've got
great.
all the assets ready to go.
That's partially why Sig hasn't gone shirtless as much, because I'm worried about the Twitch stuff.
I can give it a try. I will let you know when I've got time.
Let's go. Okay.
That's good.
Oh.
For now, I just
Okay.
Question.
No one's
Shenanigans. All right, I have to get back to character. Even though it was just last night.
Oh, come on, alright.
Jerry is so cursed.
Did things break? I think things broke. I'm gonna have to reset.
Oh, okay.
Shirtless Jerry is
cursed. He's also very cuddly. Well, canonically, he is
It's
as
very
soft
funny.
as a chinchilla. He is soft to the touch.
There we go.
What the heck broke?
So his
Like
armature
mage shirt
has.
with the fucking boxers.
So his armature has arm bones for me to pick up things while I'm in the model, but he physically does not have any arms.
Yeah, I saw you drifting down, and my first instinct was to put my hands out for you to lay on.
It doesn't work.
Land on, but I can't do it yet.
Yeah, not yet. Soon.
base bones.
I need it back though.
Because
Ugh.
the bones for the
It's gone.
sweater are just
If only somebody would put an arbiter on their model for me to sit on with Shinobu.
connected to a root bone,
Mhm.
so I
I
can just
immediately
flop the
wanted to
arms
do it
about.
again. I wanted to hold my hand up.
Because floppy sweater arms are
I'm
funny.
also watching wrestling right now. Because Uncle Howdy's about to show up.
Oh, of course.
Dogs in the doghouse!
Yeah, I know.
It's gone.
At the moment, and I'm just like, I am all for this. I am all for this fucking
I just wish
storyline.
I could have attended the
Missing.
Like I
Oh.
went back and watched your stream,
There it
Clint.
is.
You went
Try-
and just
Sorry.
some of the items. It was like, I wish I could have been there to have Roland throw his bids on a couple items.
Yeah. The lawyer in a can was the fucking kettlebird. Oh my god, Joel's kettlebird.
Lawyer in a can. That's hilarious.
Several people. No, the kettle. You don't understand. The kettlebird will piss off so many people in the manor. It'll piss off Echo. It'll piss off Michael. It'll likely piss off Shinobu.
True.
The what?
So
A kettlebird?
Kettlebird. It's a fucking thing from one of Spellboy's campaigns that Joel was in. It's a fucking bird that effectively goes around eating tea leaves and water, drinking water until it creates tea. But it gets full. It fills itself up too much and it gets stuck. It's just like until it regurgitates tea.
Wait, what?
It's like a bird in a kettle, blended together,
But it eats the tea leaves and then drinks water and creates tea
Yes.
and then finds a hot
Oh my
spot
God.
to pass, being ideally the stovetop, and make tea in itself.
It tends to overdo
Oh, that's hilarious.
every time it gets stuck. And just need somebody to like.
That sounds hilarious, but yeah, Shinobu
Yeah.
was pretty bad.
Just this sort of.
POV of
It just
thing.
makes
It was
that-
last night's.
Joel kept telling the story. It was great.
Because it would probably be bigger than her.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bigger than Kise normally. I just had her in large because I needed stuff. Okay.
Mm,
Kettlebirds are cursed. I love them.
yeah, for real.
Yes.
General.
Yes, we can go in when
Y'all gonna do whatever.
Yep. All fixed.
Well,
Time to put Jerry's sweater back on because this is the only thing carrying his stuff.
Yeah, we're allowed to go in whenever. I'm just really engrossed right now.
He's watching wrestling.
He's watching wrestling.
He has to see his Uncle Howdy before before he misses it.
I do.
This post was brought to you by Small Penis Gang. And get fucked, nerd. That's what I said.
Hey, watch streak. Let's go.
Damn it, Nexus.
Anyone else watching Uncle Howdy? I fell off. I used to watch wrestling a lot, like back when it was still WWF.
Going in.
Dude, he looks so much like Bray. It's unreal. I mean, they're actual brothers, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's eerie.
yeah,
They look.
they look almost. They could pass off as twins.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of low-key scary, but it's also amazing. Can you pick one more thing before I actually go lobby?
Probably turn on
I need to sneeze.
cat gonna go sneak
I
into the
hate
manor.
when you need to sneeze and then you don't sneeze.
Hip tracker, stop. Fucking stop. There we go.
I only represent MMR and that's it.
Hi, Pedro. How you doing?
Someone joined.
I mainly represent.
I haven't actually sat down and watched wrestling in at least a couple of years. Yeah.
Look at what I really am.
They're excited for like this horror plotline thing going on.
Oh God, it's so creepy.
We'll get there.
And there goes the power.
Oh, I don't think you're cringe.
The flappy wings.
We're all cringe, but we're free. Everyone is cringe.
Really
all the
nice.
time, Forever.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Being human is cringe.
You get the hover loco and you're good.
Embrace it. Become empowered by it. No one can stop you.
is cringe. Oh, I'm not human. I'm a Therian.
Whee!
You're cringe too.
Fuck.
I never read my status, so therefore. Embrace it. Let the cringe flow through you.
I do not know what I am. I just know I've got more
Lizard.
than something with a lot of DNA. I don't know.
Lizard.
See, I meant IRL. I'm a Therian.
Oh.
Anyone mind if I toss it? If I punch this dust
Oh, that's my Roomba.
This is the Roomba.
It's an 19.
That's my Roomba.
Hello, okay.
Their name is Roomba.
Hello, gamers.
Roomba.
Hey, gamer.
Oh, that's something. Roland made a mistake the last time Jerry was here.
Uh-oh.
He told Jerry not to swab out the back.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
So, no, I spent half an hour just sitting there waiting to see if anyone would come out.
I need to see if that's.
I do like back there. I need to go back there again.
I went there and sat there for half an hour just waiting for someone to see Jerry just sitting in the mud.
I just love that you can't tell what's cell phones or what's the Titantron.
That's true. I'm just expecting like Jaden's like, oh well, I guess I don't have to. This is the same now. He has to do it 5 times over instead of 4. It's just how it goes. Cleaning up shit.
I shall follow in.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty much all Jaden's been doing for the last 3 weeks.
Exactly. That's fine. Nothing different. Nothing has been lost.
Same shit, different day.
Hmm? EP. How are you? Sparkling? I mean, Kise's always
I
sparkling.
love that now I
I'm
can
okay.
enter this lobby and I'm not like running at 15 frames.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Batman. Hell yeah.
Yeah, new PC, new good shit.
Good.
New PC, let's go.
Fucking awesome.
Hey, can I
Thank you. Yeah.
check out my group? I found more funny ones.
I cannot see your group, actually.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. It's probably a private group that
Yeah, I can't see it
doesn't
either.
allow you for other
Yeah,
people
it
to
does
share.
that.
Oh, god damn it. It said verified virgin because it was funny.
Like, hey, same. Different
Loading.
reason though.
Loading.
Ugh.
Loading. Loading.
That's it.
Typing.
I'm just gonna.
Typing.
I'm gonna represent all reliable.
Maybe I'm real changing.
Oh, I have.
Tell me when you see all
Well,
reliable.
usually
group.
the reason why it was like this, I mean, I'm usually under a lot of people, so they are looking up above. But I have another outfit, if anything else, that is also green.
Jack,
Don't worry.
are you
I
able
can
to see
switch.
No, not now. Oh,
Oh.
okay. I thought the stream I was watching ended.
Alright,
I was about to
I'll
get
switch it
so
up
upset.
safe. Rather be safe than sorry.
What are you watching?
I was watching wrestling. A moment I've been waiting for like ages.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think I'm good now. Sorry.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
So what, Jack? You able to see the group I'm repping right now or no?
I know, right?
I really like Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family.
Let's.
And since he died, I was really upset. And his actual like real life brother is taking over this.
Legacy, basically.
How this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like.
I love this.
That was
sweater
really
dress.
cute.
Oh.
I wonder.
I have other outfits too. I actually am making more outfits now that I have the computer, so I'm like excited to start working on those.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pat. Hell yeah.
Okay.
And loafers.
I should be
They're
good.
brown loafers.
I just gotta make sure this isn't like blaring in my ears now.
Fair.
On a clown outfit that I'm gonna be wearing soon. Another haha funny moment.
A clown.
Oh
because
boy.
I love clowns. Anyway,
They always wait till like the last 15 minutes of the show before they do anything with them, and it makes me so upset because I know I'm gonna be late for this, and I don't want to be late.
And they know the kids are The kids might be watching at the beginning. How dare.
Well, that's why I'm so excited that they got to deal with Netflix. So they're all moving to Netflix. So I don't necessarily have to watch it live anymore. It's when it shows up on Netflix. Yeah. So I'm super excited for that. All right. Well, that's also partially why I made Sig a wrestler, so that way he
almost done with that
wrestles on
outfit.
Mondays.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, you know, I'm surprised nobody has made that joke yet.
Because they know. No, it is not.
It's who chose
He's
him
not a
wrestling?
cheap peasant.
It's because he'll smoke you. Oh my god, that is actually amazing. That's like 3 puns in one. I love it.
It hurts.
Okay. All right. Voice. Where's the voice? Idrisil Jormungandr. All right. I have the voice now. Well, I assume you're ready.
Yes, because of that. It helped a lot.
All right. I tighten my headset.
Just get angry because of cheap peasants, and that brings in the voice. No, mostly the cigarette pun, the cheap peasants.
All right. In we go.
Well, I shall just have to pick up the incense tomorrow with the Wicarium. Other than that, I believe that went well.
It sounds like it was an eventful night. I'm glad you were able to find something at the very least.
Oh yes, especially the champagne. The champagne was nice. Though, I was so tempted. They had a great axe that I thought you might like, but I would rather have had your input first. Given the weapons are important, yes.
Well, great axes are nice. It's been quite some time since I've used a two-handed axe.
Well, that worked out then. Yes, this one apparently would make one immune to poison and could also be coated with a poison when mana was infused with it.
Interesting. Did it have a specific motif?
Cannot remember exactly. It was one of those things that went for millions of credits. It was on the high end.
Yes. Weapons that can kill people very easily or very quickly or make it very painful seem to catch a high price.
Yes, it was mostly weapons. It was weapons and then a black lotus flower. It was apparently good for... apparently you could speak a spell up to the 6th circle, and no matter what, it would cast the spell for you once.
Interesting.
It went for quite a fortune. I believe it's about 10 million credits. That was still much better than that ridiculous scroll.
Yes, the scroll that you could easily buy for 1,000 credits.
I had been tempted by it, but at the same time, I simply need to gather my spiritual power, and eventually I would not need something like that. If it were the top level spell, I would understand. Given that it only works once. Oh dear.
Good to see you again, Mrs. Lee.
Another member of royalty that I haven't come in contact with for quite some time.
I think I know.
It has been several years.
Several hundred, my dear.
Right.
150 in total.
Oh, so less than several hundred, but still more than 100.
You could have easily said no, and I would have been perfectly fine.
What is going on over there?
Oh, come on.
By the way, my granddaughter, Tiliana, will be by here at some point eventually.
Sorry.
I may not have embellished a little bit, or a lot, about everyone here.
Only a little.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, my dear. My title would not be Mrs. Leading for no reason.
True. But to be fair, it's hard to over-embellish for myself.
How many?
Oh, you'll come to find out whenever she stumbles this way. Apparently, she's already made her way to Orlando Soccer and Pennington, so she isn't too far out.
Oh, yes, I do need to go back to Orlando Soccer soon enough. They're apparently still dealing with yokai.
Okay, fine. Yeah, alright.
And do not have enough
Yes.
proper priests or onmyology.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Luckily, there's a certain high priest that may be able to help them in the future, should I figure things out properly.
Next time, if you're gonna give chocolate with someone removed.
Oh, wow.
Mystery Orlando Soccer managed to piss off a few yokai. That's not good.
Oh no, someone has been creating them, I believe. Biotada.
Well, I make no promises. I can do what I can, what I can.
I can tell you how to do the proper rituals, my love. It simply takes a bit of practice. It is like creating the Oma Mori.
I can't remember what I gave you. Was it the jewelry box or the library? I remember sending each and every one, well, the people I was close to a gift, but for the life of me, can't remember what it was.
Where was that? Goodness.
Oh yeah, I've been going.
It has been an eventful time since you.
Yes, we've been moving quite a bit and
so
moving
my-
things, so...
Yes.
When it comes to the metaverse, my dear, 1 year is 50.
Very true.
Sometimes I don't have
For me, an entire year is apparently a millennia.
That's it.
Apparently so.
Sometimes I don't have arms.
Goodness, what was that? I have to think.
Mother, don't worry, not.
Understandable.
You lot will at least have a member of my bloodline scampering around. I do warn you, she's a bit on the mischievous side.
That is... Well, that just makes it more fun.
Well, the name Mrs. Leading is a royal title now, not just my name. And she's the next inheritor of it.
And this,
Yeah, you could have easily said.
I see.
She wants to have her fun out and about adventuring, so I'm letting her be a youngster.
As you should. Having a bit of fun is the whole
For
point.
100 years old, but
Okay, that's perfectly fine, hun.
indeed.
Do the prank myself.
My race ages very, very slowly. So, Tiliana's in her hundreds, but essentially she's a young adult.
We're in the present, and we're gonna give you.
She's done nothing her whole life but studies
And
and,
look
well,
at the thing, but I don't see
alchemy.
it.
So, it's about time she gets out and about and outside of the Coven walls to do something. Apparently Middle-earth was a bit too boring for her.
Apologies.
Amazing.
I can understand a place that is too boring.
She pissed off several orc tribes. The hobbits was chased about at one point by a ring wraith.
That's where I fucked up.
I'm uncertain what that is.
It's a wraith that guards the dark arts.
Like shit later on.
Basically, she's gone milling about in a place she shouldn't have, and
Oh, thanks for
wraith
Daniel.
chased
Hi,
her
Chrono.
out and then tried to hunt her down.
Getting the ick on Mondays. Oh, feel better.
Thankfully, the weakness is flame, so that was handled swiftly.
Training for my new job.
Here's the reason.
That being said,
Yes, hope you feel better.
she decided to do was go and run
Walkable armature isn't working just yet, but hopefully it will be soon, and then she needs her palanquin.
a goblet from the King of Gondor.
Ooh, that sounds like a story.
So,
Well, it's not.
Just a goblet.
No, probably a lot more secret, if I'm being honest. She has a bag of holding, so who's to say? But from what I was told by the king himself, in the diplomatic meeting that I had to have afterward, it was a goblet.
I see.
Yes, we'll just go with that. That
My
works.
granddaughter nearly caused another war between my clan and Gondor. Thankfully, that was staved off.
all of his.
I just imagine like
See? All's well that ends well.
hands of his pulling out from his arms. It'd be like,
Amazing.
A bunch of warrior humans versus a coven of witches. That would be a battle for the ages, but I, in my rule, do not want it to lead to that.
That is fair enough.
Oh, hopefully it doesn't. Does not. Excuse me.
That's been quelled. That's been quelled. Thankfully, while the King of Gondor has been out gallivanting about, a steward has taken up in his place.
You can use them as nippers.
An odious man, but thankfully not one that is particularly hard to convince.
Yes, but that is not something you should be focusing on having to worry about right now. You are here. You're on vacation. You can deal with that when you come back.
My dear, I've been royalty for the last 150 years. It's hard not to focus on things like that when that's all you've done.
Well, look at the giant batch of pillows and have it just ease out of your mind for at least a few moments.
You're telling me
hey,
to
Miss Leaning, do you want some laxatives?
If you'll, my dear, if you'll excuse me, there's something I have to go check on cosmically.
Alright, darling.
No, Jerry gave me some laxative. It was just a joke. I had told him to do a task for me. He failed. He got.
Hey.
I'm getting you mana crystals. Stop getting crazy at me, okay? Do you want them?
For now, I guess they're tired.
no, by the
Then shut up, please.
I shall be fine. Have you been, Dee?
I've been good. I've been out and about because I got a new job and I've been doing a lot of training for that job.
Exciting.
So it's
What sort of work?
yeah. You know, a girl's job that never ends. And as a person that has had multiple jobs, yeah.
Oh, indeed. Oh, so is this another one? Like your last one is something totally different.
It's still in the entertainment business, but it's not adult oriented.
Oh.
So,
Curious. I better get all the stories then, if you're being so cryptic about it.
I just, it's that some people find it might find it weird. Other people might be afraid of it. So I don't want to go into details. That's why.
I'm sorry, dear. That makes me want to know even more. People are going to be afraid suddenly.
One day I'll show up here with my uniform, and you guys will be, oh, so that's what she was explaining about, and then you guys will be like,
Oh, so you want to traumatize everyone immediately? I see.
yeah. I mean, yeah. That's. I mean, sometimes it's fun. Like the other day, you saw the slime. Like a few months ago, like the slime.
I was going to ask, that was not. Did you get rid of that? That was still the curse, right? Is that gone?
It's in my bra holding, actually.
Oh, so you're still cursed with that? Well.
Yeah, but they no longer cover me and everything, so.
Suppose that is a good start then.
Apparently, they like ice cream, so.
Well, who does not?
Chip,
Ice cream is wonderful.
I mean, I would have thought that, slime and cold and all that stuff wouldn't be like mixed up that well, but they enjoy it. They eat it.
I suppose so.
It's funny. Sometimes we sit down, watch TV, and then they'll pull out a spoon, and then they feed me, and then they feed themselves, and it's hilarious.
Oh, that is
Very
adorable. Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad it is working out then. Turn a negative into a positive.
I always find a chance to be able to turn a negative into a positive. So
Good.
it's a good thing to do.
Indeed.
What's
Hello, Isaac.
what's it
Hello,
going,
guys.
fellow human?
Not much. Been up much for a bit.
I don't know why, but every time I see you
Jerry.
with those glasses, I just want to punch you. I don't know why. You used to look like a douchebag. There we go. You look a lot better. There we go.
I can imagine everything is a bit hectic given home life at the
Oh,
moment.
fuck, they don't want to hit me. What'd I do?
No, it's not with the glasses. You look like a douche.
Are you still enjoying the little ones? Helping out?
Oh, my friends.
Take them off.
Do you give them rides or anything like that?
I'm just stating, you know how I am. I just tell you straight up.
Puppies or some shit. Eesh. I don't know where I got that from.
Oh, wow.
Jay, why aren't you wearing a shirt?
Shit,
It's hot.
Look.
Now I find it tough when he's in anything.
Aesthetically, that is within the rules.
Of a
You about it?
in a fight that I was in.
Oh yes, things are a bit more lax at the moment. True.
Not that, it's
Everything burnt off.
gender amorphous.
Hmm.
They're not feminine.
Yes, true.
Otherwise, it would be issue.
It has been quite warm. Had to use more of the Jotun's breath recently. True. True, it works. Have you been eyes?
That's true. Been okay. Dealing with moving.
Oh?
My apartment's almost ready.
Oh, exciting! Looks like everyone is moving.
Yeah.
That's good.
You moving?
Well, yes, eventually. We finally have the land for the estates in the Ryokon and the onsen. It's just simply a matter of quite a bit of construction is needed first. Welcome back, darling. But I have a few things that may help out with people when we get down to time and need more, well, when people start getting exhausted in the process. I managed to get something from the auction last night that should help with that. I'm excited to learn how to use it.
I heard about the auction from Misleading.
Yes, it was quite interesting. Much better than the last ones. Still a bit of competitiveness, but not so insane. Interesting items.
People have outbid me several 100,000 credits for a pair of glasses that could accelerate your reading and automatically translate different languages.
That is
I was
useful.
quite disappointed. It is useful, but I'm not willing to pay more than 100 grand for that, darling.
That is understandable. Though it was for charity, so I suppose people were just enjoying themselves.
Yes, yes, I suppose. But I am not a
I'm going to get some incense. I'm hoping to learn from it, honestly.
Oh.
Yes, it is supposed to replace rest for ones. If they inhale it for about an hour, it removes the need to sleep for that night.
I think the most
Very,
interesting thing
it
that
removes
was solved the
exhaustion.
entire evening was the sentient. I think the most interesting thing that was solved the entire time was that goose tea kettle.
Oh goodness, the kettlebird. I believe Echo would have gone insane if he had to deal with that. He'd already tried to escape.
It was an enchanted tea kettle that looked like a petticoat, and it would automatically gather tea leaves, steep its own tea, and I believe vomit it up into
Yes!
nearest teacup.
Or it would get stuck if people did not use the tea. And would just make noises. But it enjoyed racing around. People had to follow it and run after it. Hello, Daisy.
I guess the tea leaves are ingested.
The kettle halfway through the ocean got up to fly away, and
It could not even fly.
The 1940s.
It was quite amusing to watch, however.
But then again,
Everything alright, darling?
then again, you're a sentient entity, and this
Yes.
kettlebird sounded a little more like an enchanted object.
Yeah.
Yes, it was enchanted.
I mean, eat away my honey.
All I could say was like something like "Meh," or something.
thankfully the individual that purchased the kettle said if it exhibited any more signs of a greater thought, that they would treat them like an individual.
Yes, we did make certain to talk to him about that.
Yes, we did.
Good.
I had a lot of my concerns. Speaking of, say hello to the coffin. She's sentient.
Hello again.
Why am I not surprised? Hello, great salutation.
Well, it's a magical object. You spend a few hundred years attached to the weed. Eventually, you start to gain your own sentience.
Right.
For the most part, yes.
I'm going to stand up now.
Here's a little bit of the mischievous sort, so I'm making sure. Yes, you do need to stay there.
Trying good.
Not letting you fly about Nona's manor. I'm not getting in trouble.
Pushing the country on me, Hunterbot. Tip the country.
Because the last time I let you fly around, you flew into a patron at a diner and we were thrown out.
Oh.
Yes, that's why you're on my back. They can speak to me telepathically.
Indeed.
I'm not questioning anything.
Perhaps if it was a bit smaller form flying around, it may be easier, but...
Actually, Jerry doesn't really shed all that much, and whatever he does,
You see a glowing
it's actually
sending
very
stone in her
fine,
hand?
so it's very easy to
That
turn
will
on.
be Constance.
Oh.
Yes, dear, what is it? Alright. Love you too, bye.
Holy shit.
I must bid you adieu. Take good care, dear.
Oh. Safe trip
You as
home,
well,
dear.
Mrs. Lady.
Good to see you again. Hope to see you.
A mixture of sounds
my dear.
I just had a horrible idea.
Why does Jerry no longer have their sweater on?
Because it is far too hot.
Because apparently they were feeling a little too hot.
I see.
Oh no, it is quite hot in here, my love. What will you do?
Is it?
Certainly.
Feels a little chilly, if you ask me.
Arms and legs around.
Hmm.
Yes, actually. Probably because, well, it's technically a haunted manor, and if memory serves, wherever a spirit dwells, the temperature of the area that they inhabit is lower than the
Speak for
Oh, there it
yourself.
is.
I'm quite hot.
I was I was always wondering if the name convention is purpose or not, because it's misleading. I think misleading a person, or like it's just a coincidence. I always thought of that.
It is not a
I
coincidence.
think
It
it's
is title.
both.
I wish you a fine life.
Okay, I'll
She's told me as
keep
much.
that in mind for next time. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I feel like flying, so I let go.
Oh, there they go.
I have escaped.
Enjoying the fact that the manor is quite large for flying.
Huh? What? Nothing. No, I'm not making fun of you.
But you also got it a bit easier with your flight just because, like, I gotta move a lot when I'm gonna fly.
Well, if it's not too hot, that means your mana is conserved, and that means you can also join me. Since you're not working.
I just thought of that. An old joke. I'm done. I'm just done.
You want me to get smaller?
No, Jerry, it was way before you were born. Don't worry about it.
I seem to be having issues with my hand. Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's worrisome.
Adorable.
Showing you.
Heck.
Blah.
Yes. As I was saying before I got interrupted by the beep, if you want to ride me in the future, all you gotta do is ask.
I don't need this.
Yeah, I know.
This is an insult.
Why? It's a gift from me.
And it works. If it ain't
No, it was given to you by Kibbs, who was going to originally get it either way.
Yes, but it helps you so you do not have to use your mana. That is the point. You can use it for other things.
That spell takes so little mana from me now that it is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That ring is an insult to my ability.
Well, I think it looks good on you.
You got a wild bee on you.
I didn't say that. All I said was, what it can do is an insult.
Who knows? You're going to be learning more spells, and then maybe you will need that extra mana sometime.
In your endo.
Giggity.
I do not think that will be the case.
It is fine. I can be the one to think far ahead.
Yeah, that's the point worrying about it.
I do believe I've got a bee sitting on me.
I'm still upset with Kibbs for that ring.
Yeah.
To be fair, when aren't you upset with Kibbs for speaking out of turn?
He didn't speak out of turn. He just got something for me that I didn't need to begin with. Wasted his gold that could have been spent getting Kise something.
I still think that was a good offering that I was able to bless and give to my high priest for my benefit.
Oh, hello again.
Oh, hey. Always nice to
Well.
Though there seems to be less benefit at the
annoying to do
moment.
Let's take some time off. It's annoying when you do that.
What? Be right.
Talk your way out of things. Make yourself seem right.
Seem right. I am right.
You asked me if I wanted that ring, and I said no.
Listen, I am the cat here. You should not be surprised that got my attention.
It's not about wanting, it's about needing it. I wanted you to have it.
Oh?
I'll just pretend like I understood without that.
Yes. So you could use your mana for other things and also be with me.
Again.
So, training my mana. Just so that way I can expand my mana pool. Is a waste.
No. You can simply use it for other things. You've gotten past that.
Jerry, right?
You do not have to worry about it anymore. You've been training your mana with other things until then.
Hello, miss.
Like your tattoos. It is just like that. You're moving on from one thing to the other.
The temptation of saying a joke right now is very,
Yes, however, enlarging and reducing uses more mana than the tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So now you do not have to worry about that, and you move on to the next thing.
No, it's not that one.
But what if I wanted to
No,
use
it wasn't that.
my mana for that?
I was gonna say, the two children needed to sacrifice an arm and a leg.
I do not see how that would be a problem.
Anyway, that's what I was gonna say. Anyway.
God dang it, Dee Dee.
But it is a matter of then
But now
the next
with
time
this
you would say I
ring,
do not
whenever
have
I
enough
don't
mana
ever
for
use
something
it-
else. You would blame that.
No, because I always carry a mana potion on me wherever I go. For that specific reason.
You used to use that excuse all the time.
Oh, I'm glad that you're...
Yes, but you never looked further into it than just that.
It's on my.
Are you saying you are lying to me? To not join me? Is that what you were saying?
I never lie. I only tell the truth.
Liar.
If that's on your mind,
There we go.
is still open.
Well, the pleasure to meet you.
That's good. Yeah, pleasure's all mine.
But still, I said I didn't want the ring from Kibbs.
You did not get the ring from Kibbs, you got it from me.
You son of a bitch.
That is semantics, my dear.
Exactly.
It might just scam.
Kibbs bought it.
But it is my offering, so it was mine. It is still mine, technically.
Next time I lovingly insult you.
Yeah.
Do you not like my things?
Did I say that?
Yes. Semantics.
Surprise, Boo Pat.
Oh yeah. So, you know those gotcha game animations? When
Get over here.
The ring feels like a crutch.
You get are in their combat ready kind of animation.
And the fact that I didn't want it to begin with.
You do not need a crutch, but it looks hot on you.
Usual, I'm ready for combat.
It's all glowy, it matches your mana.
I would have accepted a normal ring.
Because I felt like it. And I realized.
If you want me to take the enchantment off of it, fine.
You definitely got the bounce going on.
Hello, darling.
Fucking my Shiranui in this bed.
He's being stubborn, pardon me for a moment.
Bonjour, bonjour. Salutations.
My abdomen definitely bounces when I do that.
Being stubborn, I don't think is the word for it.
Does that count?
Being frustratingly semantic. There. Whatever.
Never actually paid much attention to how it goes while in combat. What the fuck did you just say about me?
What the heck is the meaning? This would be my combat pose.
So, what seems to be the issue? What's going on?
I just take this off.
He's become tiny.
I got him something to help him so he would not have to use his mana
No.
to do this.
Kibs.
Yes, because...
Got it.
Yes, because he knew I wanted it.
He got it.
Please tell me you're not at all motion sick by that.
I do not know what they're doing over there, and I'm just not gonna question it.
I have no idea what that is, but care, Daisy.
My hammer.
What the I see. Unorganized
Like I said, I'm not gonna question.
Oh, you're just going to stay there, I see.
That seems like a good way to get
Not
out
until you
sick.
apologize.
For what? For giving you a gift?
A nice way to get around.
I turned it down. Because Kibbs offered it to me first, and when I didn't, that's when you did the whole offer it to me and then I'll just give it to him thing.
As we're getting sick, I don't think that will affect me.
A useful tool for my high priest.
My devil's in my stomach.
And my lover. Am I supposed to apologize for giving you a gift?
When it's from you directly, no. I gladly accept everything from you.
Again, it was on my behalf.
Yeah.
Do you believe he would still have given it to you if I had not wanted you to have such a thing?
Slime.
No, because I told him I didn't want it, and I made myself very clear I didn't want a ring that could do a spell that I already knew how to do, so Kibbs wasted his gold.
I wanted you to have it, because you would always use that as an excuse to not do it.
And I told you not to worry about that.
Am I supposed to worry? Or not worry? You're lying to me about that.
Just a little tip from Mama Pal. Don't brag about. Don't go telling that to some of the people here.
And he's using it as an excuse.
People like to hear about eating others.
I know, right? The hardest part about adjusting to this whole alternate universe thing is the fact that you all just don't eat each other here. But like you eat the roller,
Yes.
the species that you can't understand.
Because you realize that everything is now so much further for me.
I keep my claws in tip-top shape.
Yeah, it's always good to have your
A 10 feet walk is like a mile now.
I'm doing fine. How's it hanging, homie?
You do not have to do a 10-foot walk.
Combat stuff.
That is the point.
No,
And now you have not used up mana to do so.
Nothing at all. Everything is a-okay.
Well, you would not have.
No, I don't know what he said.
They're already dead. Don't waste food. That's true. See, I can appreciate that sort of naturalistic considering it's kind of how it is.
We have met. I think we have. My brain is kind of like foggy right now. What was your name again, darling?
But if they're already dead,
I was hoping I would get to hold you with this, considering I cannot use my flesh golem right now.
Anastasia. Okay. What?
That was the point. And considering you are not technically working here at the moment, thought we could simply enjoy each other's company in a different way.
Shut it. Shut it. Shut it.
How are you making me out to be the bad guy?
Brum, brum, brum.
Because I'm right.
For something else entirely.
You are the one trying to make me the bad person.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I didn't want the ring to begin with.
Payback, but payback. I don't care.
It's been long enough now. What's the issue?
That is what I am trying to figure out.
Well, Mr. Sigurd.
Kibbs tried to give me a ring that allowed me to enlarge or reduce. I didn't want it. I said no. Don't waste your gold on a item that can do something I can already do. However, Kibbs did it. Tried to give it to me. I turned it down again. Kise then took it as an offering from him, blessed it, and then gave it to me as a workaround. Because she knows that I can't refuse anything from her.
Girl, you always have to end your sentence with Mia, so...
Is that the crux of this whole thing?
It does appear to be.
You are forgiven because you're not just...
So Kise simply accepted a tool that is meant to probably, I'm assuming, assumptions, reduce the load on your magical ability to just help you get smaller without having to exert yourself, and you're upset about that.
And I've told her time and again that it is not a load of any kind.
Despite having used that as an excuse to not do it in the past.
Well, I'm gonna
And
go
I
on
told
the,
her
on the,
that
on
it
the
wasn't an
status
issue.
of, innocent until proven guilty, I wasn't there for that statement. This seems rather pointless.
That is what I thought.
No offense. This whole conflict. Are you upset because she went behind your back to accept it? Is that it?
I did not even do it behind his back. He was right there. I was turning a negative into a positive. Gibbs did it anyway. So if he had already done it anyway, he had already spent the money. I would at least accept it as an offering, strengthen myself, and then use it as proper for something to help my high priest.
You and I both know. Kibbs is... Kibbs.
Yes, he is also technically one of my followers, my clerics. He wished to strengthen me, and therefore strengthen my high priest to strengthen me. So I got as much as I could out of the situation to do so. If it was going to happen anyway, I would make things better for us both.
That's the thing. It wasn't going to happen. Until you did that. Because I was not going to take it from Kibbs. At all.
He had already bought
You
it.
have to talk to Mona about it.
It doesn't matter. I told him to take it back.
Not just that. We're pretty apathetic.
And therefore he chose another way to help me by giving it to me as an offering. If he had simply given it back, it would not be
and
helping
then you
me.
could have kept it.
What would I need to do that for?
Yeah,
because it was an
is in
offering
her
to
home,
you.
So either you have to pay her
Yes.
some compensation.
My love, offerings to me are spiritual in nature. It was already given with the item. This is why I gave it to
It's
you.
still her house.
It is the same with the sake, and the water, and the salt. You use it for yourself afterwards. After I've blessed it.
But I didn't want the ring. Because the only ring I want, I have.
I'm not going to lie to the both of you. This is very much a nothing situation.
Not so sure. That
That is
something
what I
you will have to
thought.
talk to her to be able to have a form of payment.
Monsieur Say, can I ask you directly, and I don't want any run around the pot or anything, what makes you upset about this situation? Like, which part of it makes you annoyed?
Not literally wife, but wife.
The fact that Kibbs got the ring, took it to her, and then she gave it to me, knowing that I wouldn't be able to refuse it.
So
I'm
you're
also
upset that
annoyed that
Kise is
Kibbs bought the ring in
buying-
general.
Over here is completely different than in the void, so.
Well, it does seem like Monsieur Kibbs, and I do apologize for saying this out loud, but there is something to be said, seems to be rather on the lookout for appreciation from whatever party gives it to him. So that is not that much of a surprise that he would do such a thing, to begin with.
Even when I told him directly, no, do not waste your gold.
Yeah, no, that will be a very bad, horrible, not very good idea.
Well, I don't want to be one of those people, but I would say that this is the time that, you know, when Kim shows back up, you both go to him, you talk to him about it, and how it's not a good thing to do, to, you know, when someone tells you no, to go behind their back and still get the thing. And as for Kise's apparent grasp on your psyche or something, I mean, I think you just need to be, a bit more, open to refusing gifts or things that she asks of you sometimes.
Yeah,
You're not a slave, right? You're a
something
you're a
like that will
husband.
happen if you enter over here uninvited.
No offense, Kise.
There's something I can do, just let me know.
I do technically have his soul, but that is not his mind. I would hope he would wish to do things because he wants. Even if that is, the want is to please me. As I attempt to do in the press.
We do appreciate a devoted husband in this house.
Exactly.
That being said, he shouldn't feel forced to accept gifts from, well, you, or any demand that you ask of him simply because you are husband and wife.
When you framed it as an offering is when I felt like I couldn't refuse. Because then I feel like I would have been taking something from you.
Should I have not accepted an offering?
The ring, my dear.
Yes. It ended up being an offering. He could not make it into such for you, so he attempted to increase my spiritual power in another way by giving it to me as an offering. That has been his goal, given he is one of my worshippers for life now.
Hello.
Bonjour, salutations, little one.
Hello. Good to see you.
But yes, to me this situation seems like I wouldn't call it overblown since no one is screaming yet, and I hope it doesn't get to that. But this definitely seems like it's a what do you common folks call it? A nothing burger, I think.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I did never want one of those.
I'm not exactly sure about the slang or the patois about it. Apparently it simply means it's a situation that shouldn't even be a thing. It seems like the key point of this whole thing is simply to go talk to Mr. Kitts about, you know, stop being such a slave.
You're also worried about me exerting myself too much with spells and the like.
Ow. And I fought with him before, so... Ow.
Being this small is technically just as much exertion.
Is it?
For me. Yes, it takes a bit more stamina to do my normal things when I'm this small. Like, for instance, walking from here to over there to that pillow. Is more energy I would use.
Yes, but the goal is to not have to do something like that when you're small.
I can't fly, Kise. Not like you.
Hmm?
It's gonna probably take me a while because...
Are you worried about coming up here? Is this too much exertion for you? I was honestly expecting you to use it once you were already here.
Trying to figure out the proper words, and they don't seem to be coming to me.
I have approximate knowledge of many things, Articuno, the high elf.
To me, it just seems like you need to wait till you're right next to them and then go small, and you know, just enjoy your free time after that.
That was what I was
Being
expecting.
this small scares me.
Why?
Especially in the state I am currently in. Say one wrong move and Ice steps on me. Not that he would in a hypothetical. I would be a stain on the floor.
Well, that would not happen. You've done this before. Why is this suddenly a thing now?
It's always been a thing, Kise.
Oh my gosh, you gooping.
Being this small terrifies me, but I still do it.
Yeah.
Why haven't you not told me before?
Yeah, and I'm really hungry too, so like, if I spend too much energy...
Because I thought you would think less of me.
Or perhaps a handful of, what is this?
Why did you ever think I would think that?
I don't know. I think it's edible.
The credits that I got...
I know you are not used to this. I thought you simply...
Trying to find a good snack.
Out of one of her bags of holding, pulls out 2 Nargatuka steaks.
Again, I haven't had the best relationships with people in the past, and...
Drops both steaks of Nargatuka.
So you simply wish to lie by omission to me? I thought that was not supposed to be the case anymore.
I didn't lie. What do you mean, a lie?
Oh my god.
A lie by omission is still a lie, my love.
Oh, I didn't hear omission.
You've done this
Old
before and never
demons.
showed anything like that to me before. That is a lie.
My undying hunger is satiated for another
Old demons are hard to conquer.
The thing is that at the end of the day, it's still chocolate, so it's not bad.
That's the slime.
Okay, but
I thought we got over that.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's got
Anything because I can just remove my upper half.
I've never told you I was scared
I
before.
understand it because I'm just.
Hershey's is alright.
It's not good, but it's not bad, but it's not also not good.
Crunch bars
I mean, it's pretty tasty.
So I wasn't sure how you were going to react.
As far as the
And now I see I was, again, mistaken.
How did you think I was going to react?
A slightly burnt finish with an undertone of vomit. That's not even a joke, by the way.
You'd laugh at me.
I can't say I
chocolate
can't say I ever
from
had.
the place known as America, Crunch and Kit Kat bars are the two best.
You think so little of me.
Dark chocolate Kit Kat specifically.
Cherry chocolate orange.
Monsieur Sigurd, if I may,
No.
before you say anything else, you might want to think about your words a little bit more.
I can be a good
Okay. Anastasia. Also, you two, you need a more private discussion for this particular part.
I suppose so.
You can use the security office if you want. I can help you, Sigurd.
If I know my history about it, like they were
I can
but like to make it last longer, they had to.
make the
Doesn't make it last
It's
fast.
definitely,
For help.
it's definitely them discussion. I was just
I
thinking.
know. I would rather make the walk.
After the war ended, because people got so used
Okay.
of the chocolate bars.
I'll unlock it for you.
They were like,
Thank you.
they took the acid out of it. The acid out of it, and people were like, no, put it back in. It tastes better that way. And they're like, all right, are you sure? And okay, yeah, and they added it back in, so it tastes just a little bit like vomit.
Yeah?
Just a little bit.
You somehow reminded me.
This is spicy. I love it.
You somehow reminded me.
Explanation of why Hershey's chocolate tastes slightly like vomit.
There's this guy who tells some very good military
Thank you, Eyes.
stories that are
I would honestly prefer to stay out of the full room given the technology in it. This may be far enough given the technology in their eyes.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
I tend to not want to pry or force my opinion on someone else's relationship.
It is appreciated.
But everyone goes through their own journey. And sometimes it doesn't help to feel that you're doing something to someone else by having to go through your journey.
Indeed. I'm going to stay
If you need me, I'll be outside.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Eyes.
Even the spectral blood is something.
There was someone a few years before I came here. We were close. Not as close as we are. Someone who I thought I could tell anything to. I found out I was wrong. I told them once that I was afraid, and they laughed. And when they knew I was serious, they ridiculed me, told me I wasn't who they thought I was. And they left. So yes, I technically did lie by omission because I was afraid. And it's not because I think little of you. By no means is that statement ever true.
No. I just think I'm like them.
No, I am scared, Kise. I am scared of losing you.
I thought we had been through this.
And it's irrational. But it terrifies me to my very core.
God damn. She can't cry right now. Yes. Yes. It is irrational. It is all right to be afraid, my love. It is part of being mortal. It is part of being human.
And I hate it.
I hate it because it hurts you. But never think I would hate you for it. You've gone through your fears this far. That makes you strong. Just what I'd hope for my high priest. My beloved. If there is a side of you you can show to no one else, you show it to me.
I'm sorry. I feel like I say that far too often.
I love you.
There are no words that I could properly express to you to tell you how much I love you.
This is enough now, then. I wish I could feel it more. Timing is always terrible, isn't
it? You are far too good for me.
If that were true, we would not be here right now. You have given me so much.
Yeah.
At least let me give you peace of mind, my love.
Never again will I not tell you something. Though it doesn't help that I have a fucking rabid dog half the time in my head.
We'll have to see how that goes as well, do we not?
I feel like I am fighting just to stay sane most of the day.
And you keep doing that until we fix this.
The only thing that keeps me grounded is you. Helps me cut through the thoughts that are not mine, I don't know anymore.
And that needs to be fixed.
There is only so much you can do for a god of pure brimstone and destruction.
And you watch me try.
If anyone can do it, it's you.
You are the strongest person I know.
I'm only strong because you somehow convince me I am.
Then you better be. Damn, I'll keep believing that.
I do. That's why I keep fighting.
I love you. I love you so much.
Let's get you out of the...
Spectral blood room, yes.
I'm sorry, I drove us here to begin with.
It's important. But never again. Please. You should never need to again.
Flux, no.
Oh, I will smite it.
I think I'm good.
Good.
Yes, let's make sure you don't walk on my blood.
Right. There's quite a bit of it here.
If you wish, I can reverse the spell, carry you out, use the spell again.
As long as that is a series of events.
Of course.
I feel the tight grip on the chain. Well, thanks for being here, gaming.
I have yet to figure out how to.
I'm kind of curious now. I'm kind of curious about what you would look like with compound eyes then.
Well, if you go back home to my colony, you could definitely see. Everybody else there has a local eye.
That allowed her to physically interact with the house, so she had a safe place to stay. And eventually, she just took it over.
Out and made into robot eyes.
The phone
I could do that.
started to fly across the room without her even thinking about it.
Alright, how do you use this blasted thing?
You could just focus on it, dear. Same like the spell. Just let it go through the ring.
If she had interacted with them for a long period of time. After a while,
Get lost in the village.
how to specifically press buttons on the phone so she could use it.
Says that I'm a good fit for their organ.
And ever since then, I just kept this phone on me in case she needs to call me. The phone will automatically dial and I'll pick it up. It'll start ringing.
Maybe one day, if I feel
It hasn't done so yet.
extremely
But
mischievous.
Annalise was here. I think either last week or the week beforehand. And I had a theory that if a ghost is exposed to an object long enough that they can physically pick it up without needing to focus on it and interact with it. And Annalise, without even focusing, picked the phone up. Because it had previously been exposed to spiritual energy or high amounts of it. If she was able to pick it up, move it around, float it, press buttons on it without much issue. So, I have a working theory. If you expose the problem I'm having, okay, no, first before cause then effect. Okay. I want to source materials that have been exposed to high amounts of spiritual energy. The problem is sourcing it ethically. Because you're technically moving something that the spirit has claimed as their personal territory. That is theirs. That is their object. No one else can have it.
Change happened to me. Like if
Now, simple answer is ask consent first, and if they say yes, you can source the object. If they say no, then you can't.
then I can eventually learn to copy it.
If I'm able to source these objects or materials, I can start making devices for spirits so they can use them without needing my focus. They'll have physical objects that they can touch.
I think this must be extra fluffy for you.
Like I said, the issue is sourcing the materials.
Yes. I'm not used to pillows like this.
Just imagine the one that you got from the last auction.
True, I should probably use that more often.
And I suppose I have my new winning, or I shall eventually for the opposite when needed.
Like for instance, I could make a keyboard out of and put wood keys on the top of it so the ghost can press the keys.
I feel,
It will take some getting used to. I mean, Eyes was tall, but
No. So, there are things in the forest nearby.
he's well,
Let's make a habit of harvesting for the rituals. Called spirit.
like one of those buildings in Zafira.
It encompasses a lot of different woods, obviously, but they
Well, from this angle at least.
specific connections to some of the more powerful nature spirits.
Yeah, very similar normally, at least at first.
Okay, let's use the one that I talk to Rochelle about all the time. Mother Bear, the first bear spirit.
Oh God, Jerry is
they might have a particular thing for a very specific.
I'm not used to Jerry being taller than me.
But I don't know if that will cause offense, and I don't think you want him angry.
Nothing wrong with it, dear. Just new perspectives.
I don't know if you want. I don't know if you want a bear in your lab.
Speaking of transformation,
See, that's the problem of making this tech.
Wow, reminds me of stories I would hear of. I forget the name of the country, but it was mostly desert, and there were sandworms that lived in the desert, roughly about the size of, well, I guess from this perspective, roughly the size of Jerry. Obviously bigger, but when I was normal, they were, from the stories I've heard.
Spiritual energy over time, and then
Oh, you do not have to worry about those. If one came in here, it would be for much different reasons.
with this is I worry that
I would be very surprised if one came waltzing through here, because I would be surprised that there would be one sentient enough to walk through those doors.
Don't tell me before we met. How surprised were you to find a sentient type?
From my experience, it depends on whether or not she.
Well, you would think I'd be very surprised, but I've heard whispers that there were sentient jewelry.
Wash in one's influence, meaning it's going to be exposed to spiritual energy.
Especially amongst the...
She would have.
I think from someone at the academy, I don't remember who.
But you would run into that issue of that, what you're describing. But
though, whether it was true or not, I don't know. I just generally chalked it up to folktale or hearsay. Or like that damnable professor who talked to his weapon.
Ambient spiritual energy that's putting out in terms of the not even.
Oh, to be fair, that is quite normal as well. Plenty of katana like me.
Because spiritual.
No, he would tell everyone that his scythe was in no way sentient. He just talked to it like it was. Professor Cassidy was an odd man.
Yes, I do not know whether he insulted them, whether he was simply preparing.
He treated it like it was his wife.
Oh, that was very forward.
Well, I mean, I assume he wouldn't, you know.
Yes, but imagine if it had become sentient.
My point was, he treated it with... I guess better way of saying it is he's treated it like a child? I don't know.
That's even worse!
I don't know the correct phrase to say here. Common is hard. We just have one way of saying it. In my tongue.
Between wife and child?
What do you mean, Jerry? We have, depending on the context, it would be family. But depending on the context and who you were talking about, it was
yes.
be translated differently, I suppose.
As before, she had the she said the food effect, make her bigger ones.
I would probably lean more towards wife, if I'm being honest.
And again, forward. Because if it does gain sentience, especially if it takes care of it well enough, or did.
I'm pretty sure he took care of that scythe better than most of the cadets he was in charge of.
I mean, I think good. Well, who's to say?
The more quandary issue. I imagine talking to Mona and learning the ins and outs.
Made out of very expensive material too. The weapon itself was a marvel.
Not to mention the fact that I am also focusing my time
Silver, mithril, mana crystals.
Fancy.
Always kept it polished. Things sparkled almost as bright as you. Almost.
Yes, almost.
Recently,
But if you read magic, you like some? Could give you something.
Was an odd man.
Remember that I've met many odd men.
Because of the giant's frost.
He was also a bastard.
I've met many of those as well.
Just when you're done and turn the stone, I use those to...
I hated him with a fiery passion.
But you remember so much.
Yes, and I don't know why, and it drives me insane. Out of everything, out of everyone I could remember, why is it his ugly face?
It's half. I read half this guy before. Their advice was talk to the stone giants. That one, are the ones who actually write stuff down. But giants keep us safe and
Perhaps having someone to focus much of that emotion on keeps you sane.
Keith contacted me and said that he wanted somebody who
That would actually make sense, actually.
maintain this universe, but not let that kind of power and control go to their head. The only person I could think of that would have that expertise and that kind of level head on their shoulders was Artemis.
Okay. This game specifically was made by, or at least from what info I was able to dig up online, was made by a former game studio called Monogon Studios. This place has been defunct for hundreds of years. This hasn't been in business.
Okay.
For pillow fort rights. I think they're talking about your warehouse idea.
This glow in the center shines a bit brighter, and there's a bit more of the scent.
Because, you know, she's a dragon.
You were talking to me. Who are you talking to, Jerry? Sorry, ADHD seems to have whisked me away to Narnia. Okay. Everybody. I'm not the one to ask about that. That's an ice question, not a me question.
I'm never tired of that smell.
Oh, you haven't done this yet? I was under the assumption that you
You
talked to her
they can
about
offer in exchange
I
for
would
the rights
hope.
for the
I do not believe I can change my spiritual essence.
Or would Mona take an exchange?
I mean, I did that.
That might need to be a question you ask her.
Never. Ever. In a million years would I ever be tired of it.
The research that I was able to dig up on Monogon Studios, most of it was just stories that people posted in Reddit or like other like obscure forums. Apparently, this studio went out of business because their video games were hyper-realistic. The NPCs in the game, I'm speaking specifically from a gamer's perspective here, could respond to anything. Even things that were
in a TV show.
that wouldn't even be in a dialogue train. That would be it was just something they typed and sent to the NPC. The NPC replied in real time with little to no effort to something that was nowhere close to related to their specific reality or their function. They would respond with abject confusion if somebody said something nonsensical.
Just gonna gently lift the eye patch.
Realistic responses. And eventually this caused so much uncanny valley effect that people just stopped buying their games and the entire studio went up. It turns out that they were experimenting with a type of technology called void tech. From what I've been able to gather from looking into this device,
Little bright.
Different kind of void, Jerry. Not talking about your homeland, buddy.
No, not like it. Is it just me?
make a universe in a box that functions like
Your beauty is blinding, my dear.
form of technology. They're playing God. And
Put it back down.
it's simultaneously the most terrifying thing I've ever encountered.
So you know.
And interesting.
Plus, I think the vision is getting worse.
The person, what Kunoid is his name, right? Yeah, but it's
How do I
like the
fix that?
statue. There's a statue from this video game's universe.
Well, short of, I suppose, replacing the eye, which is out of the question because it would have to be technology.
Need to look after his home realm because there wasn't many people
There is
actually trusted to,
only one way, I can assume.
and he was terrified of people of this realm. And
Hello, Ice.
Gonna take care of the
very long conversation, I finally agreed to it.
I do all the hunting.
You getting my attention?
What's up, buddy?
What?
Hmm?
No, oh, we were talking about my actual eye. No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Anyway, to make a very long story short,
There's only one other way, given
he asked
the
me to look after his home realm and maintain
stories of my namesake.
and maintain the computer that his world is inside.
It could potentially
I said
restore me
on the specific condition that he consented to me.
to what I was.
He said yes. So I've been doing it. Since the game was in pre-alpha and not even finished, like the game
One could assume it would include my taste, my vision,
left in an unfinished
any other ailment I have, whether known or not.
have been reviewing the development notes of the game in question and adding in the parts that were meant to be put in.
Good evening to you,
I haven't
world.
put any NPCs in yet because I don't know if I'm okay with them all.
Well, I don't know if it's true.
Creating new life.
It would be nice, but I won't expect that to happen.
I don't know how I feel about that. I brought the NPCs that were missing,
It's not the season.
that were supposed to be there.
There's that, and
Which
I mean, not but for all the effort that it seems will take to do it better.
Some
Oh well.
just raw resources.
I figured the
For now, yeah, pretty much.
virtual
New biomes for
immortality would be
village
there's still
to go
a boon in and of itself, even without the
Think of like a large scale
restoration of anything.
only the starting area has been developed.
True,
This game is at.
but
pretty much.
at the very least,
nothing.
I am putting it.
then I would have the time to figure it out myself.
But anyway, to finish it off, I brought in the NPCs
A
that
terrible
were
healer
missing
if I could not do that
because some
eventually.
idiot inside of the studio decided to activate the turn
My
on
dear,
on
I don't think anyone.
Again, that's. I seem to be going on
Stupid
Tiger
Flux.
Woods, so yeah.
So I brought them back. I've been making
Flux is just
biomes,
rude.
but
Flux,
that's as far as I'm willing to go.
Flux is just rude.
I don't. I don't think anyone would expect you to heal decades-old injuries.
Otherwise, I have told Tudoy that that's all I'm going to be doing right now. It's just
If I gain enough spiritual power,
that his universe is
I
in
do not see why not.
adding the pieces of the world that should have been there to begin with. Otherwise, I'm not touching it.
I don't need it either way.
It's like being suspended.
There haven't been any.
Flux has been used to heal for a very long time, after all.
As for the ones that were despawned, I was
Again, if anyone can do it, I have no doubt that it could be you.
Alright,
I hope
so
so.
talk to Evo, but also keep Elise up to speed.
I am. It wasn't going to be a one-sided thing. I was talking to her, and even I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
But I may be a bit selfish because I want to see your reaction the first time you actually can taste it.
Okay. Thank you for that. Keep me up to speed if anything untoward happens.
Oh, I would look forward
I'm gonna head into my
to being able to taste again.
Sorry for yapping constantly, but that was a situation I thought I needed to inform you of.
No, you're good.
Not in your situation, but situation.
Sigurd, Roland.
What?
If you see, I'm going to my office for a little while. If you see Indra, let me know. I'll come out of the office and you talk to her.
I'm winning.
Okay.
Understood.
Will do.
Then you.
Yes, you might be a little faster than me, Roland.
Nerd.
Given my size.
Wouldn't want to take you away from Kise right now, so no problems.
When I say that I'm not uncomfortable with the situation, but it's a lot of responsibility thrown on my shoulders, and I'm unsure of how to proceed.
What?
Oh, God damn it, Daisy!
No, there she goes again.
B-Wave is back. What?
I have no idea.
Just remember, I told enough to grab you.
Oh.
Why does the Lux hate me?
The Flux hates both of us today, it seems.
Apparently. I don't even know what's going on.
You said you're
I don't think I do.
want to meet with Elise and Eva?
I've never been asked that question before. Yeah, I mean, I got
every other admin position similar to does this hands-off approach.
That's better.
We got that. I'm just fully
So what I've been doing recently
Hello, Jaden.
Hello, Jaden. You still sound tired.
I am in a perpetual state of tired.
Well, in the future, I may be able to help with that. At least given what I got from the auction.
That is true.
That was an auction.
Oh yes, the Vicarium had one for some magical items.
I should tell you the amount of social interaction I actually get.
That is to be expected. I'm sorry I cannot help with that until I will still need a few more weeks.
I know.
But have a good start of the estate. Just working on the land with some people that have a bit of better sense of how to set things up properly.
Yeah, I don't have a clue how to do anything in construction.
I was thinking a diamond pattern. My shrine towards the back, our place, then, well, whoever wants either side for certain aspects, then the ryokan up front, the onsen attached. Or perhaps I put my shrine down the way so people can get to it more easily. But I have to keep it away from anything technological that you all want living there. So perhaps keep everything with that much further back, so perhaps I should keep my shrine in the back.
Oh! Roland, remind me, I need to message Elise about that anti...
Well, I could try to see if I can use those runes to help you. Around technology. I'd be able to do them more permanently in stone or on the walls.
Some cables that are...
And you could always just cover up the walls with some kind of wallpaper. It would still, the rune would still be there and infused with magic.
We'll try and contact her tomorrow or something.
And the rune itself would be...
for about 30 feet of it. She said it was doable.
The rune itself would be,
Yeah, no worries.
stronger because it's a permanently etched into the
Nobody.
either the foundation or the wall.
I think two of them are starting to tease.
So in theory, it shouldn't be an issue unless you walked inside their house
Yeah.
or their living arrangements. And even then, I could probably carve some onto the objects themselves. So that way it would dampen it even further.
Someone that young?
In theory, it shouldn't interfere with the electronics. I'd have to do more testing. In theory, it would dampen it to a severe degree, and then on top of the dampening on the walls, you shouldn't be able to feel it at all.
That'll be nice. Looking forward to that.
There we go.
So that way you'd be able to come and go as you chose. Or I could make you special,
Good. I'm just in a perpetual state of
gaita
fire.
Ooh.
that have the runes carved into the bottom.
Nothing unusual, really.
Fancy, fancy.
Okay.
That sounds nice.
Any
Well, a rune on the bottom, a rune on the top, and then
I have no idea. I just go there.
Well, I shall be wearing
in theory,
quite a bit more kimono.
Anybody make anything?
And in theory, that could help. Perhaps carving it on a ring.
Yeah, tonight.
Rings are generally unique, though, when it comes to magic. I'm not sure how it would affect a ring. I could probably add it onto the.
You want skulls?
Yes.
This one. Carve it on the underside.
Would it be able to hold both the enchantments?
I could. In theory, since gold is conductive, I could probably. I think that's silver. Silver itself. It should, in theory.
I mean, you did fall asleep that one time, so yeah.
I'd have to do more research. I don't see why it would interfere. It would be more of a. But would it amplify or would it override?
My brain goes blank unless that's.
I would have to test that out.
Every bug.
I love it every time you get into your little mindsets considering how to do things. Always so focused.
I could probably make you sing for your horns too.
Listen, you're just mad that your species.
I've been in need of some new accoutrements.
I assume it would work in a similar manner.
No, punable.
Hmm.
I'm making a joke.
Though I'm not sure. Are those magical in nature?
I'd say I'm the most
Oh,
confused
these?
person here.
They're simply part of my case.
Party won't act on it doesn't mean she.
Yes, you're right. I get so into that thought I forget things.
That is
Oh,
worse.
then that would be. That would be theoretically easier, though.
Have you tried not being so elfish with puns?
At least she's not an elfish lover.
I'll think of something. Something that can go on your case without me having to actually interfere with your case.
I mean, how?
I know you'll think of something.
Because you are also very pale and white-haired.
Just gotta make sure we don't send her
And get
send her
used
to
to
the
various
shelf.
things.
I did not see what the mischievous said. I was not looking at their notebook.
But they made a joke about you're a cat and a phoenix. What are you, a Kleenex tissue?
I'm going spent the next 3 years building a slingshot big enough for you to get flung out of, Roland.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
I can make one in like a second.
What?
I do it to myself.
You're learning. You're learning from me to listen in for gossip, my love.
Artemis, I once
I seem so.
did a science experiment on somebody's
I'm
personal
so proud of
energy
you.
shield by literally picking me up and throwing me like a football at them. Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's my line.
Oh, what should I threaten you with that?
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
Well, yes, I'm trying to figure out what to threaten you with.
But to explain,
Dealer's choice.
to explain, this happened a little while back up on the Aegis Cathedral. A friend of Mocha's had recently discovered they were.
Well, my flashbulb is almost alright again, so I'm certain I will think of something by
We
then.
also noticed that there were some times where people could pass through.
There is still some of the
If not,
So we wanted to try and figure out if there was
I wouldn't say no.
magical friend or foe thing going on with this thing. So I proposed an
And you still need to work on your knots.
training room where safety precautions were in place. They conjured their shield, and I basically.
What are you talking about?
It's
Not
too
so
easy to
amazing.
get out of.
Be like a football to see if the perceived threat of my body flying at them would be deflected, or would I be seen as an ally and pass through?
I suppose that would be whether you believe it or not that I want you to get out of
Because
them.
Jaden threw me with the intent of
My dear, you have to at least make it challenging.
I see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the fights I've been in.
Soon enough.
Continue.
No, I'm just gonna say, so near as we can tell,
You know I'm always up for a challenge.
to determine what is trying to pass through.
Yes,
and
I
are they
do.
a threat or not?
Okay. Have good head pats.
Love you.
Double head pats.
Not the same goes for me.
But yeah, I've been in fights where
I'll keep that in mind.
people stronger than me were just
Oh, wait, where did Jaden go?
the enemy for an even more
Mhm.
powerful punch.
Don't know. Maybe you went down back.
Yeah, I did that to you.
I assume half the people at any given time are wandering around the back. Or helping with the garden.
I mean, that's fair, but
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the pennies.
I figured he'd be too tired to do any of that.
But not a penise.
True.
But is it a pen 15?
Well, there are places to sit out there at least.
True.
Farming equipment.
Though I understand how he feels. Watching the guard in Cardi Town was like watching children.
Wait, this is the planting dance.
But yeah, Roland,
I swear it was almost like watching children.
hunt Kezu because it's a rite of passage.
What did they get up
In
to?
a good way, I suppose. All kinds of things. I, the gods.
It's a rite of passage.
We built a lemonade stand to raise money for the guard. Even went as far as planting a lemon tree.
Yep, trust me, I know. Going against
Oh, I believe I've heard about the lemon
especially
tree.
the fact that the Kezus naturally produce electricity, so
Planted it right inside the barracks. Well, not inside the barracks, right outside next to the barracks, inside the keep.
Yeah.
they're literally the unholy union of a dragon.
So what I'm hearing is you like a good lemon.
in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
And they look like a phoenix.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever made that much gold off of it. I never counted,
You can beat them and
because I just
actually harvest
let them do it.
parts. You can actually make some decent weapons and armor.
They sounded like they were having a good time.
Those are Kezu things.
And some weirdly
Oh yeah, it's all that puckering.
I don't know why that's the default outfit to come out of character.
Well, they made handmade lemonade. At least Barry did.
Yeah, but
However,
the actual
How are they, by the way?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to them in quite some time. Well, I've talked to Marcus. Not a whole lot, but I've
I was just gonna say I did
made sure to let him know they were welcome here. What I work.
Kazu showed up there and was like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with you today.
Good.
Just grab it by its noodle.
Sent them the coordinates.
Swings it from side to the side.
Yes, whether or not they come is another story.
Not
I
even
know
just
they're
to come
busy
either.
looking for work.
You'll find a time to do double days with the one that has a wife.
I have to get my armor differently.
Ah, yes. Marley.
So with the hunters for, like, say, the Iron Grip, there are two main sets.
I don't remember his partner's name.
Humanoid sets that, like, say,
Hmm.
Kenshi or you would be able to get.
You don't believe we met? They were not there at the time, were they?
Now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Were they? I thought they were.
Were they?
Now I'm second guessing myself.
I don't remember. I simply know that everyone was talking about him being married.
So I opted to go with
But I just don't remember actually meeting one.
That's why my base
Yes.
armor looks the way it does. It's actually a modified Palico set.
There's some contention on the pronunciation.
Need to fix the.
I swear.
Pen.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
But like it's
There's something like that on my home planet.
I haven't something you'll figure it out.
the planet.
I told Marcus to give everyone the coordinates. Whether he did or not is.
Variant of deceiving Beelzebus.
Yes, we could also go visit
I
them
guess
sometime.
up to him.
Get you out of your shop now.
That is true.
I know the games aren't.
Also, that's coming along nicely. Almost done. There are a few last things I have to do.
A basil geese
And then there's some testing, of course, however.
has like these weird little
that is important.
all along its underside that it can basically in flight dislodge, have them hit the ground, and then they turn very volatile and explosive.
It's been nicknamed the Beefy Shoe.
Cool.
I imagine the possibilities. And technically, if it runs entirely on magic and it is enchanted to do so, technically that could be whatever size we wanted to.
I would say the size of the scale
Yes, that is true. And I have already done exactly what you were about to ask.
I would have assumed that they were similar to like goose eggs.
Yeah, they're
That's my
roughly the
mistake.
same as roughly the same as
Yeah, it's so
the
small.
ones I remember seeing. Yeah. Not much bigger.
There's a reason why most of it is made out of mithril and silver.
But the good thing is, for me, with that armor, it's actually got some very decent fire resistance.
We are going to get such looks, and I'm excited for it.
Nice.
And then, like I said, the blades that I carry, are actually
You're
made
just
from
like
Kise.
the Oirandochu
So they have their
girl.
own native electrical power. Of course, into
There's
them,
the
so
stairs of
they're
all as we
basically
go
acting
by.
like they're basically acting like stun batons. But I can
Yeah.
also further augment it with my own electrical magic to supercharge them.
Well, now I feel like I need to throw some gold on there somewhere.
I should consider getting
I thought you were already going to.
what they
Well,
lovers or whatever.
more permanent gold, though. With how you sparkle, no one would be able to look away, so.
That is the point.
I don't remember the actual name. They're
Gold and silver.
The rafts. Yes,
Ah,
the
okay.
rafts.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying.
As this
Yeah.
one starts looking.
But if you want to throw some gold on
Yeah,
something,
I
just
got
say the word.
This Rajang armor set purely to shut people up.
The gold. Are you talking about the?
I had already planned on it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Gold and silver rafts.
Oh yeah, huh, okay.
Must be gentle or malleable.
Those dual blades do fire damage, right?
Let me see.
Oh. Doing some pretty good yoga there, Kenji.
Of course I am.
Oh, the flux was trying to take my arm.
How dare it?
Get, like a setup kind of antithetical to yours. I
Grabs
might need
chin,
to get like
turns to Kenshi.
Again with you, Flux.
That is
Leave my arms
ridiculous
alone.
tonight.
Introduce you to the grip.
It is.
I keep meaning to.
Yes, how dare it?
Lick.
Those arms should only be going in certain places at the moment.
About going new places for the first time, and also like.
If you want, I can come with you as well.
Weapons to fight with.
Honestly, that's fair.
I will say the grip is
that introduced me to
might
the
be a
grip.
little overwhelming. It's kind of loud.
I stopped going to the.
Oh.
I stopped going to the grip because it's been mostly a waste of time. Lots of people who are just assholes to me.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are some people who are real dicks.
Of course, the mercenary guilds. Is it not the monster hunting
A bunch of
one?
meatheads.
I usually don't go there because it makes my eyes hurt.
Oh, of course.
Yes. Yes, yeah, the Iron Grip is the one I was talking about.
Of course.
They all sound like a bunch of assholes who need a good thrashing.
They really are. Most
Honestly, yeah, there are several there that would fall into that category.
Most of
Of
what
course,
I
it is the
hear
opposite
is
of us.
what some would call. What I hear most of them talking about effectively equates to what people would call a dick measuring contest.
It always is.
The only ones who do that have small dicks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will say there are a few good people there.
Yeah, there
Of
are a
course.
few. The few people.
Yeah, Blake's great.
The few people I met there that I like barely even go there. So, yeah.
They know better.
Though if they want a monster,
Can we Blake and Shira there?
I could give them one.
I saw
wait,
them there
you've been-
once.
Okay. Because I know they go
According
there,
to
and
them.
I know.
According to
No, I
them,
did not go down to that level.
we talked once. I don't remember because cat brain.
It would be fun for me at least.
I'm
That sounds
certain
like
it
you.
would.
Yeah. But yeah, my other issues with the grip. I make logical arguments of my beliefs of nature and fighting style, how people should be able to learn to survive without weapons and armor and not need to rely on those. And the fact that anything can be killed. If it bleeds, it can be killed. It's just a matter of if it's practical or not. And
That's not
arguments were
necessarily true.
well, more
I can
specifically,
bleed.
my point with that argument was if you can damage it faster than it can recover, you can defeat it. As long as you're not taking too much damage. If you got the time and energy, you will eventually win.
That's fair. Oh, there's Jaden.
That was my argument. But they're saying, no, it's impossible to kill these things alone. It's like, nah, I'm dealing damage to it. If I got the time and energy, I will win. As long as
Depends
I
on the size of the creature, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then there's also the death by 1,000 paper cuts.
exactly. Which is what I do. But my argument wasn't that it was practical or that you should try to solo those things. It's just that it was possible. Not practical, possible. Big difference that they don't understand.
I mean, I definitely could.
It's better than the Joker.
You can kill anything that can die, Guppy. You're literally immortal.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Roughly, I guess? Maybe?
Someone brought a video game to me instead of a computer
But yeah.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yeah, that. It sounds like
I don't envy that job.
a bunch of neurotypical people who don't. Or who project subtext onto shit that doesn't have any subtext.
Damn Flux.
Very basic things I tell them about hunting or like my ways of doing things very much triggers people to go onto these very long, everybody dogpiling on me rants.
Keeps trying to take my damn hands.
Yeah.
How dare
Oh no.
It's my native language.
Why don't you give the Flux a
it.
man?
Not allowed, Flux. Mine. How dare you?
Yeah.
Flux has had it out for me since day one.
You two are so cute.
No, I'm just
Also,
saying like a bunch
why
of swears.
is he so small?
Magic.
This is a thing.
Fair.
My flesh golem needs time to recover.
And that the Jews did them to how many times in the past.
Beef jerky is just a cow raisin.
I mean,
Yeah, I originally
Yeah,
went
it
there.
goes for
How
those who
dare
face
you,
it.
Jaden?
Cow raisin.
Oh yeah, you were the one who taught me that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the one who gave you that spell.
Yeah, I originally went there just
Meanwhile,
to
I can
learn
just do it
about more
on
things in
my own.
hunt. And then I found other places that have those things. I was like, you know what? Fuck that place.
Oh, I did not get a chance to properly talk to
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes, that's probably my fault.
Cow raisin.
With it.
I will.
You can't ignore for coming up with Felicia.
Beef jerky's pretty good. Cause Duppy, what do you think about it? Raisins are just dried grapes.
What?
I,
Jerky is just dried
I did the spell on you.
Well, there's also the salt.
I'm good.
It's like salt. It's
My
like
cell
salt.
system is not the same as yours.
Yeah.
Oh, it felt like a year ago at the auction last night.
What did you try
Of
to
course,
do on them?
immediately, as soon as I do not have my flesh golem, everyone starts talking about food again.
That checks out.
Augmentation spell.
It's always when you're not in your flesh golem.
Always. That was the first thing that Fable mentioned when I entered too, and I had to
I've
tell
only
him.
ever
That is
done
why
it
he
to
left out
myself, but I
the champagne
know how to
flowers.
channel mana into people.
Yeah.
I should like to be my test subject.
You've already done that to me in the past. Remember that one time
I want the
with all the
fruit in the
potions? With hay?
I don't remember making you bigger or smaller.
You...
Not with an actual spell.
Alright, it was a potion that time.
There actually is a forbidden.
I'm pretty sure it was the sculpting that I was doing.
Yeah, well, we can talk that out later.
Ooh, yum.
Okay.
Huh?
I want some.
Picking a nail suit. Yes, it fucking does. My God. Oh, I don't want to be reminded of that feeling. That hasn't happened for a very long time, I believe.
A higher percentage used by volume than I was before.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm at that point where, like,
Bugsy pugs all the
I hate
time.
that, like, when I get really into a scene, like, I will actually just tear up, and then just immediately, it's in my sinuses, and now I can't get rid of it, and now the headset is pressing into my sinuses.
They're kind of crispy, but they just taste like plain toast.
Yes.
No, they soak up sauce really well, though.
Wait, so your dad is anything that doesn't talk.
What are they talking about?
Rocks. Just rocks.
I usually carry roasted crickets on me.
What? There's lots of animals that
You want
talk. Or that don't talk.
They talk in their own way.
They're cheese flavor.
That's not what I mean.
Actually, been a while since I last went to
I
the
know.
group. I should try and go back there again soon.
I like how that made you hesitate.
Oh, I wish you good luck, because they sound like a bunch of dickwads.
What the fuck is a jellyfish saying, huh?
I'd rather go back to the Northern Heavens, if anything, even though it does mean going to the
Change your mind if they were bacon cheese flavor.
Not even a fish.
Still need to talk to Kise.
Well, if I need to, I can always give you.
Not even older than me.
Mm.
I'm slowly getting back too, buddy.
Wow, I completely lost what I was going to say when I looked upon your face.
Also, there's scones cooking at the moment. That's so cool.
Yeah, I was know exactly what to say,
Right.
except for that.
Also, Jaden. So, the other day,
I can always,
Max was on a
worst case, if I can't attend with you, I can always give you the ruins. The rune treatment.
I'm aware of your
Oh, true.
I nearly saw one of them last week.
I also may have found a pedestal
Oh.
that could help with the
which apparently,
Oh.
whatever they did.
Yes, surprisingly enough, though, it has not been. At least the last time I was there was no coolant. I was not expecting
tried
that.
to be as not
Well,
being out in the open,
just in case.
not prowling like she
By the way, it is nice to have a parasol.
Wait, no, I can't. I don't have it.
I think it's
Especially at the beach.
Yeah.
I think it's more in your style. Well, your hometown, your home country style.
It should also be good for the onsen and the ryokan and
People
whatnot.
also had problems
Back home.
with that, not just
Yes, we do. It is
Matches your
sometimes.
coloring too.
Oh, exciting. We do have to go to the beach more.
not what I
It's
was
fun.
talking about. I had sent her on an actual mission to keep an eye on stuff.
Need more excuses to wear a
And,
swimsuit.
they apparently fought some big monsters.
Were you in brain cells?
And
You just want me to have an excuse not to take my shirt, or not take my shirt off.
See, smart. Am I so wrong?
I've been living on sandwiches and things I can eat with one hand for 3 weeks.
No.
well,
Would you like
Because I am
stromboli?
usually carrying a child.
so the name of that thing is very hard for me to say. So when I get home, I will try to remember how it's spelled. And send you the spelling of the name.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
a flux again. Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, I felt that.
I did not feel that at all.
Okay,
It's
so it
strange.
wasn't just me.
Hmm.
Perhaps because you were not looking and like how everyone else was.
Oh, I
For a
suppose.
second, I thought Kenji's tail was a snake.
Snake.
Yeah, it kind of looks snake-like.
It's a little bit snaky.
I've eaten snake meat before. It's
If it were a snake, I would name it
Interesting.
Snake-ub.
Yeah, it's good.
I have had alligator, and it was
Yeah.
See,
Alligator's good. It's like water
alligator's
chicken.
interesting. You gotta cook
Yeah.
it properly, otherwise it's too. It's just not good if you don't cook it properly.
What if you bread it in and make it maybe like a chicken sandwich, but except alligator?
Alligators are good.
I mean, I'd eat
Thinking
it.
if you cook them right.
Yeah.
Something that's never good, no matter how you cook it, sandworms. Yeah,
Never
no idea
chicken
how
sandwich.
many
Oh, they know
days
about those too.
Those were the only things I had to eat. And I could
What?
probably
I
understand.
was
sandworms.
in my own head. Ah. Well, it's good to see that, or hear that the nightmare that are sandworms isn't exclusive to where I'm from.
They were talking about eating them.
At some point, I'm gonna need to see if the kids are.
No, thank you. I've heard horror stories about those things and what they eat.
Chocolate or anything else.
You don't need to do that specifically. We can just take them to a doctor and have them take an allergy test.
I love you.
Come on, safe.
Yeah.
How good your hopes lie.
Fist bump.
So yeah, I would take him to the doctor and ask for an allergy test. Old enough.
I'm gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
Just let me know when.
Yeah.
Floaty ding.
Yeah. You'd be amazed at how many takeout places just ignore the thing
I
on the
don't know.
docket that
My
says no
brain cells
onions.
are diminishing mystery.
I'm always glad to be myself, but
They shouldn't do that because
do wish I could
they
feel
need to close
more.
down. A lot of restaurants take that a lot more seriously.
Oh yeah.
That I wish I could figure out a way to help you.
Taking the order, they generally don't
Hmm.
care. Because they don't get paid enough to care.
Maybe once I have my shrine,
I also
well,
think that
technically
like,
have
people
my own
know
area.
about like peanuts and mushrooms
Perhaps it'll
and
be
fish
stronger
and
there.
shellfish, and they understand that could be deadly. And what if you tell them no onions?
Well, if
They just think it's a preference.
worst case, I could
Yeah.
try to craft some kind of rune.
Because I've been in restaurants before where I had a person with me go like,
Though I'm uncertain even to where to begin with that.
seriously. Because if a person
Hmm.
in the restaurant is just selfish
Well,
and nearly dies, it's on the restaurant.
if you need a starting point for at least
As far as not
differing
putting things
energies,
on
you have
food,
it.
unless the entire thing is pre-made, I would think it's less work for them to not put the thing on.
And you have it.
Stuff like Brunswick stew are one of the main ingredients.
Although without feedback, it would be hard to tell if it was working.
You'd be amazed how many things have onion in them.
That's what I'm telling you. What I'm hearing is there needs to be lots of experimentation, yes.
Specifically.
Generally, the more the better, because it's a process of elimination and all that.
I believe that can be arranged.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Jaden, whenever it comes to any actual dishes that I make, you're never gonna have to worry about onions.
I might have to just create something entirely new, because I'm uncertain if any of my existing runes would assist.
They're weird.
Yeah. Perfectly understandable.
Given what it took the last time, however.
I've got so many pet projects to work on right now. The
Okay,
main one I've been
Fury.
working on is Spectre Tech, which is a specific type of technology that
Is it technically
spirits
still
work
there?
with, which is a bitch to work with.
Is what's to wear?
Then the second one is the
The
cybernetic,
reason why certain someone is in your head right now.
which Tal has been helping me experiment with.
Currently, no, but when he needs me, he starts to howl, so...
If you want, I've got
No, I meant the reason, part of the reason you made the pact in the first
part of
place.
the undead charm to prevent them from.
Oh,
I don't know what
suffering them.
he, the moment...
Don't know how you thought
Hey, basically, our furry friend is blocking the connection. If he leaves, the connection gets reestablished.
Replacement of a part.
Right now, because they're going to have a conversation with
development.
Mona first.
That's the
What
reason.
about that
They feel better.
corruption?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I can't really argue at that point.
That, he says, he makes slow progress on.
I'm late.
I would ask you should just, I would ask you to just taking off your shirt, which is one of the few times where I'll tell you to take off your shirt.
Apparently, he's having to feel for the lingering and look through the corruption and piece it back together.
You don't wear a shirt. Hell, there was a time when you first started staying with me, I had to fight with you to put on pants.
Technically, if it wasn't there,
I mean,
not wearing clothes. I at least
I
wear
feel this
underwear.
right now, but
Yes, but you are place.
I mean, I was about to say, some people here know what I wear in my jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was not worth the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just part of my body, though. What did I walk into?
And I suppose it was...
Hello?
Well, at the end of the day, I still say it was worth it. Turning myself into
The little ones are starting to get more mobile.
an Oni.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just realized,
Right?
yeah, he is naked.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Those were some nice horns.
You know what?
Maybe I'm biased.
Destroyed the cum pants.
Oh my god.
If anything,
No, I suppose I could.
He's become advanced naked.
to be fair, if I have a proper shrine and enough regalia, maybe I can help with that as well.
The MMR Nightcrawler.
And if I ever want to look like that again, I guess I did look at myself in the mirror a few times.
Also, hello. John, right?
Oh, an
This one could
illusion.
always just illusion it.
It feels weird every time.
Oh, cosplay.
To be fair, the second one wasn't my choice.
Was your father put you onto me?
It is only
I like the
fair.
horns.
I do know.
I think it was Astra who just picked you up and slapped you on top of my legs.
That is true. And I did think I looked pretty good, if I'm being honest.
You did.
But in all technicality, I guess I'm both clothed yet naked. And
I'm not. I thought that was Mona for a moment. That frightened me.
Why?
I thought it was Mona wailing. Oh.
At least she's already seen you small. So.
No, it was just.
Oh, that.
What if I state of being armored? If Mona starts wailing, I'm starting to run.
Why do you think I almost had a heart attack? I just heard the initial beginning of that, and brain immediately thought Mona whale, and I felt the gray hairs
Or has it just become part of you?
popping up.
No.
Wait a minute.
The metal sombrero I put on your head.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
get on here.
Hold on a
Okay,
second.
well, that'd be
What?
I just realized something. You know what's weird?
What?
Become part of you?
You know what's weird? You look more naked with the sombrero than
I'm keeping this.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep that to myself. I don't want to ask that question because that one might be a little bit dangerous. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
How dare you! Bringing up my hopes of gossip and then nothing.
Something that I don't think I should have noticed.
What?
Hmm.
I mean, I jump from space regularly.
Thanks, Combs.
I'm not getting in trouble.
Does that have anything to do with eyes?
Well, so suddenly.
The gray hair he has now?
That's usually how I get there.
Yes. That one was kind of a given.
Ooh, there's actually this time.
Do you not know how banshees work?
It was yesterday when I basically like.
Maybe it was my years as a monster hunter.
Earth's atmosphere at like super.
I just think that's common knowledge.
I was going through
Oh.
I
airship.
didn't know that's what happened.
Myself with one of my shields.
Oh, it's safe to assume that at some point in time he may have heard Mona shriek or wail, which, yes.
You did have to help stop it at
some of the life force,
Valentine's Day event as well, so.
which may have grayed his hair to a degree. In other words, drained part of his life force.
I took a bit to check out Dragon's Ball, and one thing. Okay, I'm just a stickler.
He knows the risks.
As a smith, I look at how weapons are designed.
Nope.
On the other hand, you're definitely getting away from that.
Scratch my head. I'm talking about the giant triangles on a stick, kind of swords. Those never made sense.
I've only ever encountered one other banshee.
You ever just look at a weapon?
That's why I have gray hair.
My knives.
Just why is it built like that? The weight is all off. I swear I saw him out of the sword with spikes pointing back.
Really?
I've never told you that story.
No.
The only spiritual.
But it was because you were older for a human.
But I just have basic arms.
I am. However, I dye my hair, my dear. This part.
One put a weapon here.
Yeah, for me, I've only,
For me, I've only got one weapon I carry.
This part I don't dye for a very specific reason.
I just feel it's
With space and
much
time
better
without a
to
flaw.
use
I
whatever
respect
standard
it.
you want.
Draw.
Like a physical thing can be.
It reminds me of the story of the. It's a similar story.
The color drained from Artemis's face, by the way. I can't do that out of character, but...
My one weapon is that
I understand weapons help.
The scorned woman.
Don't got weapons.
Though I was hired by their previous lover who.
Yeah.
When I found out what happened, I refused.
As additional help.
But I also locked him into the same building with said banshee, so.
The problem solved itself. I guess non-room magic.
Yeah, see. And I may have looted the body when he died, so I was still paid.
She passed on.
Yeah, it's a
died
type
as a
of
result
magic
of
stuff
her.
we discovered a while back. After it was deemed safe.
I never saw the banshee again, so I assumed.
Yeah.
Like the only
Yeah.
weapon I
do it.
Main thing is I use it as like a focus. Helps channel my mana.
But yes, this was the first encounter. I made the mistake of.
It does have one other extra purpose.
I made the mistake of not
You see it, how in the top dead center there's like
making sure I couldn't hear it.
poise tube.
She got the drop on me.
Interesting.
That I've actually learned can actually be removed and
Luckily, I had.
placed inside of it. So right now
I think it was silver dust.
I don't have nature mana natively, but
It got in the back of her throat and it caused her pain, but it also prevented her from screaming.
Wait, what? I can certainly look at it.
That's true.
Strawberry scones. So, a little interesting factoid. See this? The hood? The same hood I have on?
If your work is done, I send you back from whence you come.
Yes.
If in the instance, thank God I did research on Mona. Or not Mona, but Banshee specifically. Because I never encountered one before, so I didn't know what I was dealing with. Did research on it, learned about the problem. Now that I know what I know, I put a countermeasure inside my hood that if something like that happens, the shield goes up and it seals off sound from inside the hood. I don't know if exposure to it still causes me.
Invocation spells kind of came.
Well, there's at least something.
I am not sure. That's probably an eyes or a Mona question.
Well, I think I'm gonna talk to her anyway, so there we go.
Artemis, would you want a strawberry scone?
Yes, please.
Sigurd, I don't know if you can eat in that form, but do you want one as well?
I will take one so that way Kise can eat it when we get back home.
Oh, I'll wrap it then.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Check it out another time then. No problem.
I'll give you 3.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you. Well, before we head out, I'll have to make myself bigger so I can carry that home.
No, I assumed as much.
So,
The space and time. Iris staff.
But yes, to my knowledge, the only information I can give you is if you hear it, it has that effect.
Channeling my own magic through this, it's a lot easier.
But
And then, like I said, there's the extra.
I don't know if it's just exposure or not.
however you feel like.
I'm working on a. This is gonna sound bad. I'm working on personal countermeasures in case I am ever working or living in the manor.
Through the staff,
Something happens to Mona.
No, I don't think that would offend Mona. I think she would be more happy
Not
that
experimented with many other things other than
she wouldn't have to worry about
I just basically
doing that because other people
a key thing for
are taking precautions.
I know some cases that Mona will not be able to put the gag on, or contingencies won't be able to be made. So I'm making sure that I myself personally will be.
I mean, we could certainly.
For now, I'm going to work on something to pass out to the guild members. But I myself personally will
just in case.
Yes. The failsafe so far is that a shield goes up in front of my hood. The hood's it's soundproof.
So like a stun spell of sorts.
I don't know how beings from different realms are affected differently. I don't know. The only way I know how to deal with a banshee, aside from, and I don't want to, Mona, is the only other countermeasure I know is silver dust, but that doesn't necessarily mean it would also work on Mona, and I don't want to throw silver in her face.
Yeah, that would not be advised.
Well, I don't want to hurt Mona in any capacity.
Yeah. But so far, the countermeasures I'm working on are literally a hood that stops sound. The hood is already a Faraday cage. That I have to.
Maybe I can look into
Or else I'll die.
Yeah.
something to help Mona, so that way she doesn't have to worry about the gag. Though she'd probably prefer the gag. Yes.
Roland and Hal are casting magic, like in the backyard, just letting you know. They were testing something. I had to go all the way out.
Thank you.
Happened if they casted you.
Yes, they should know better than to cast magic inside the manor.
Well, they were right outside, but technically it's still inside the manor.
Yes, and they should also know better because Mona's essence could interfere with things.
What are they doing?
Okay, my bad.
I don't know, but they should have said
You know what
something
kind of
to
magic?
at least me.
I
assume.
And also.
I assume it's nothing harmful. If not, we're gonna have to have a talk with Roland.
I'd hope so.
Okay.
But yeah, to finish what I was saying.
But yes, perhaps,
They are very dangerous.
or maybe a necklace that could dampen a certain. What's the word? Frequency, I think is the word.
I think this was spoken before, but at the same time I do not recall it actually coming up. Someone who can cast a silence spell.
Yes, if a certain sound is hit at a certain frequency, it could trigger the rune, which would cast the spell, and then immediately, though,
The kids are a little bit more.
It depends on whether Mona can break that or not.
yes, Mona is quite powerful.
Ethereal plane.
That's yes, that.
But it can be
Though
blocked
that
by
is
the gag thing.
Then there's, well, I think the gag keeps her from physically being able to
Yes.
shriek.
You could consider them ghost like entities.
helps you try to find
One,
the best
one way is Ra, she's a ghost.
But
The other is a friend of mine, Carlos.
Yes. Well, I
But
think
if
we each had something in our brooches that could cast silence around us.
Yeah, plan.
Yes, I'm thinking something more magical since not everyone can wear technology.
fucking.
No, wait a second.
The monsters
yeah,
of
there
that
you
place
go.
are technically
I could talk
magical.
to Elise about
They
making
call
a
them,
countermeasure for the house.
caverns
It's
and
specifically if she ever
the
wails.
dragons, but
It's so much silence around
it's like a
people.
completely
Oh,
different definition to the
Well, that's why we were thinking the brooches. It'd be and
wyvern and
obviously if
that
they're
would
all
not work
together,
for
the
everyone.
spell would multiply itself.
Mhm.
But we don't want to, because the house is Mona.
If you don't want to get touched,
Yes.
That's why I was thinking the brooches. Or using the brooches.
We have two varieties, a technological version and a magical version for those who are technologically adverse for X, Y, Z reason.
Of course. The only instance is figuring out whether Mona's already tested this or not with silent spells. If she can get through them, it is moot.
That would be a motor question.
I'll send a message to Madam Mama after I get out, because I already have to ask her some questions anyway for my research.
Oh, well, if not, then theoretically I could do a room. So that way, all we'd have to do is just inscribe the rune on the back and not have to make it whole new brooches. We would just have to have the one. We would just, assuming it needs to be of sufficient mana in terms of power. Eyes seems to know the most, and if Eyes can match Mona's power magically, then he can, once the rune is inscribed, he could charge it.
So we need, because I asked Elise if she could.
And if he was the one to charge it, granted, it would have to be recharged after the use. Because I don't know how to transcribe a rune that can recharge itself yet. But even then, it shouldn't be a often thing that happens enough to needing to, constantly have Eyes recharge it. But yes, if it activated. But if it was designed in a way, if we were all in a group, it could also multiply and amplify itself in power.
You're doing a sexy thing.
I'm best hunter.
And theoretically, that wouldn't be too hard to do.
Welcome back.
Possible to tell you what it is. It's a possible contingency in case Madame Mona's gag isn't able to be applied and something happens in it. The contingencies that are already in place.
They were the ones who were doing magic, were they not?
Yes, they were.
And secondary fail-safe in case that happens, so no one gets hurt.
Magic is just science.
By
a different name.
For the more technological inclined, they would have.
If someone is stupid enough to try.
They would have a modified brooch that could soundproof them in the immediate area. For the less technological inclined, like Kise, on the brooch could be a silence inscribed on the back of it,
I wanted to see what
which would activate around the user were to
slot it into my staff.
hear a certain frequency, I suppose.
Anytime I think of tequila, I'm like, margarita.
Or, potentially.
Here on the Madame's grounds, so
So it could be activated either by Mona herself or someone nearby. If they activated their brooch, it would activate every brooch, but only within a certain distance from
A
Mona's.
command, yes, or potentially command word that can only be spoken. That could be.
iffy because the feather was
A command word would probably be easier. something not commonly used, so it doesn't just activate.
Or even just like
Nobody's gone through the thought process of thinking of a fail-safe countermeasure yet.
Oh, people have. It is simply a matter.
Right, my bad.
People have been thinking of many things. True. I suppose we are thinking of ideas that we do not know if they've already been tested or not.
Yes, we would.
I'll approach Eyes and Mona respectively after this meeting is concluded, because I already need to send her a message anyway for my research. So I'll cover that when I ask them, if that's okay with the both of you.
Indeed, this is something she needs to be aware of it. The ideas are out there.
I showed up a little late, but it was okay.
Because I know her accidentally letting out a screech.
Yes, of course.
Is a stress in the back of her mind when she's around us. And I'm sure it would put her mind at ease if she knew there was a second failsafe without the need of the
primary one, yeah.
Yes.
As with all things that we have learned how to make here, it is for both parties to be able to prepare themselves.
3 of those are from me.
Yes.
Don't take this the wrong way. I hate that nobody has had this brainwave earlier.
Again, we are uncertain whether that is the case or not.
Yes, Eyes and Mona could have entirely done that, but also we know Mona is quite powerful, so we don't know how powerful her shriek is. And if it isn't, if the rune or spell or is not of sufficient power to match Mona, then of course it would be moot.
Right.
Which is why, in terms of charging the rune, one could think Eyes may be of sufficient
or perhaps a group
ability.
ritual.
That could also.
I don't use.
Doing workouts.
It's not about the amount of mana, it's about the level of cast. Yes.
Yes. At least with group ritual, one can generally
Eyes
go a bit beyond
knows
themselves.
A lot, if I'm being honest. He would probably rival some of the people I knew back when I was younger.
I'm already doing a heavy amount of research into this. I'm already going to be talking to
that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not
Madam Mona later.
I'm unfortunate.
Well, and my ability as a runecrafter is still very early, but I can get the runes down easy because I've worked with runes my entire life. I write in them still most of the time. Just
Not right now. Thinking.
in terms of magical knowledge, I couldn't charge a rune. I'm still a novice at that. Eyes would.
What we do is just basically be a mana battery for whoever's doing the actual casting.
You're furry.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not very good
I
at
have some knowledge, but I am not an expert by any means. I'm still learning.
Yeah, I believe that's an issue with most of us.
But we are mostly here to learn such things.
I don't have to ask.
Oh, well, I just have a boring, normal leather-bound journal.
If I die when I sting somebody.
Yours doesn't make fun of you?
You told me no.
That's nice.
No, I don't.
No,
If it did, we would have words.
I mean, I have a funny book that if I put something into it, gives me all of the details. Anything that anybody ever knows about it, I know.
Oh, like what they call legend lore?
There'd be very little of us left.
I am uncertain.
Something I
just
saw.
know that there's not enough people who can read the runes of my people, so...
Oh yes, we know that.
My journal doubles as a coded diary, I suppose.
Like, to explain it better, like, I hunt a thing, and then I put a piece of what I hunted in there, and then it gives me all of the information on the creature.
Oh, bestiary.
Anything that anybody knows about it, it tells me.
Magical beast.
I see.
Also, apparently does that for plants and minerals as well.
Pills. What about my mother?
But it takes a piece of the thing, so.
My mom.
Interesting.
Damn.
What do you mean birth?
Egg.
It definitely helps with my goal of hunting all of the things.
No, I didn't forget. It didn't forget. It's called I'm thinking of countermeasures for a thing in my brain going a billion miles an hour.
See, this is what we have been missing for quite some time in here. Everyone getting together and coming up with ideas for things.
My colony doesn't have a queen.
Though we do not know whether they've already been come up with before, and we should probably wait until we know for certain, but this is the sort of thing we should be doing more often. This is what the guild is here for. Solutions.
Mm-hmm. Solutions.
Oh, here, let me bring him back to life.
I live. I breathe.
How's hell?
Also, slightly off topic, but it's just a minor thing. I have been on the topic of solutions. I'm looking into a thing that will keep a little on the details because it's semi-personal. Trying to find somebody who knows stuff about souls.
Like, when this place closes, I'm gonna go home.
I
haven't watched either. I'm gonna. I gotta pack shit up. I gotta move to my new
I suppose it would
well,
depend.
that I am probably the worst person.
Oh. New maid?
No, I like an actually nice apartment.
I have. Is that what they call power armor?
I have no idea. That is certainly armor.
Oh, but
Abs.
Pal.
I mean, ours is
Well, they all seem.
I don't know to what extent.
It's amazing.
And what exactly
Very colorful.
you're looking for,
Mhm.
but Mochi does know decent stuff about.
Oh, you may need to get out
She
your
apparently looked at me
math
and
rock phone device and take a
knew
picture of that for
that,
Echo. I believe he'd be thrilled.
I
With
need
consent,
to
of course.
find like another part
Of
me that's
course.
supposed to be a part of me, but isn't because of the genetic stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, cause,
Yeah, I think it's starting to get that time.
Oh, indeed.
Is it?
to send Madam Mona.
Okay, have good.
Well, I should probably.
When I get back to your place, you wanna...
What? Wait.
Some gaming?
Not tonight, babe, because I have things that I need to immediately work on. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
I love you.
Wow.
I love you, and I'm sorry, but I have to go.
I just like.
You got priority. You got stuff you need to do.
Alright.
But yeah, Mochi might be able to help you. Maybe.
Maybe. If I see her, I'll talk to her. See what she can help me.
Who like actually go to Fight Finder?
I can contact her very easily. Do you want me to let her know that you want to talk?
Just give me her contact info and I can probably contact her myself.
Come give me their money, and then.
Well, her
Never
contact
going to get
info
used to
is
that.
just
Mhm.
ask. It's literally you want to talk to her and then you get into contact with her.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can contact her.
It's just like no.
Try it. You can try that.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Tie some belts around the.
But
That's about it.
the other thing I was going to ask,
I don't know. She's like.
if you
she said
want to
something
play
about getting another
games,
person involved.
I got nothing better to do.
We had a like conversation about it.
I think I could definitely come over to your place tonight.
Interesting.
Yeah. Play games, watch anime.
And I will prove to you that I am the better one at Mario Party.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Very
Sorry.
good.
Oh, alright. I'll send Eyes a message. Let him know that we're shutting things down.
Yes, I don't seem to.
Well, yes.
with us. Can she back to their place?
All right. We're shutting the place down for tonight.
Yes, thank you all for coming.
Yes, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here unless you're a guild member.
I gotta get off the floor now.
Well, it's easier.
I believe it's what they call closing time.
Good song.
Yes, it is.
So I'll just kind of finish this up real quick. If you can go into the library, we only ask that you please be very careful with the books. Many of them are very old, very delicate, and a good number of them are actually sentient. Our guild mistress is actually a banshee, and this place is her home. I heard that we are closing up. I'm just giving the introductory spiel.
I know. Hello, I love your armor, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's quite nice.
Indeed.
But yes, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
So I'm afraid we'll have to come back and check this place out another time. Oh, that's all right.
You're completely fine.
Nice. Are you a maid by chance?
Timing just didn't work out.
That's okay. I should be on my way then, if that's so.
Yes.
Sorry, I believe Kise asked you a
Oh
question.
yes. By any chance, are you a maid?
Sorry. Yes, I'm what you call a space maid or space marine maid.
Oh.
That's what we're called.
That is amazing. We actually have an entire maid
Do one
department.
last circuit and then meet you outside.
By any chance, would we be able to take a momentary photo of you? Our dear friend Echo is very much a maid enthusiast. As he is a maid.
That's okay. You can take a photo of me.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, darling.
Wait, with you or just me in general?
Oh.
Do you want to get in the photo?
Why not? Though how technological is it is the question. Is the power armor...
What do you mean?
Electrical or technological?
It shouldn't be too bad for you to sit up there. I don't know what you rather position on.
It is more that my kind is averse to being too close to things that are technological or electrical in nature.
It's not really electrical, really. It's power armor, but it's just made to withstand a lot of things like hit, punches, cuts,
Alright.
that ordeal.
I'll just go here then.
I think the only thing really is probably the device in the helmet that's allowing them to have speech.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah, do be careful of that.
I'll stay back
These-
here then. Oh, give me a moment. The flux is being quite rude. Oh. Give me back my body flux.
Let me know when you're ready, Kise.
I'm ready whenever.
There we are.
All right, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Thank you, dear. My apologies. Kisagawa.
Thank you.
You may call me Kise, head of the aftercare specialists here.
That's okay. You can call me Sasha. I'll be back Monday if it's open again on Monday, of course.
Of course.
Yes,
Wonderful.
we're open every Monday.
Introduce each other then.
Indeed. Very nice to meet you, dear.
Yes.
Indeed.
Take care, gang. Oh.
Around 10 o'clock Eastern Zafira time.
That's okay. Alright, well, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll get going now.
You as well, dear.
You as well. Thank you again for stopping by, and we look forward to seeing you.
Indeed.
Monday.
That's okay. Alright, thank you. Goodbye.
Well met.
Echo will be pleased.
Seems
Yes, they're quite lovely.
the eyes, and he's in his office, so.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Eyes has a room here, so.
Have a good night, madame.
Good night, Mona.
Oh, I was yeeted.
Whee!
the mirror open, it showed me when I teleported. It just threw me over there.
Oh, fuck.
Because I have the mirror on so I could tell when you're sitting on my shoulder.
Oh.
I love that closing time played at the exact perfect time too.
Really?
Yes, apparently I have nailed the length of this playlist. It's uncanny.
Let's go. Nice. That was fun.
Also, I'm sorry. It hit the exact number of times that needed to be hit for him to have his trauma kick in.
Yeah, how fucking dare you? Could you tell I was already gunky? How fucking dare you?
I'm sorry. It was like the perfect number. That's why I was like, oh, fuck.
God damn it.
Because I didn't want to do it, but I was like, I have to do it. Past trauma, woo.
Yeah.
I have so much. I have so much stuff written for this.
Swatted me like, whoa.
I have so much stuff that nobody will ever know written about him, but I also have very specific conditions for what happens to get them to kick in.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
No, that was good shit. But yeah, now I am gonna. Fuck, I was gonna get the rest of the time.
Sorry. People just treated him like shit.
Toxic masculinity. Whee!
Yeah. I mean, he's also a Viking, so.
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. Though actually.
Welcome to the
a lot of their stuff also wasn't toxic, if memory serves.
Yeah, of everyone around.
Some of it was. But yeah. People treated him like garbage in Kari Town, which kind of was a reoccurring thing. So I actually written out for events after Kari Town that people kept that trend up.
Gotcha.
Man, I just torture this boy for no reason. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. I just make him suffer.
There's no reason.
Because I'm a sick fuck. That's why I can't let him have anything nice.
Bonk.
Fair. Fair. And deserved.
Because he's just like, let me love you!
I'm sorry.
But also I'm right. But let me love you, but also I'm right. I think that'll be it for me tonight. Thank you all for being here. Fuck nines! Timing! I was just about to end. Hi, how was your stream? Good times? You over at the Spire? Yee. Oh, welcome, welcome. I was just about to head off so we can create a raid train, I guess. And figure out who's still going on. I was honestly going to raid you. Damn it.
Well, I guess I should
Wait,
probably
what?
go take out the dogs before they
No,
start
okay.
actually howling.
Okay, good. Yes, be free. Look at that. They were a little later this time around.
Yeah.
They made it to
Mainly
end.
Probably because they actually did. I'm surprised. But I have been trying to let them out later on Mondays. Like
Gotcha.
before
Getting used to
I put them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Let's
that way they
see.
last a little longer.
Is Joel
But
still
yeah,
going?
I'm
I
gonna,
haven't
I'm
read
gonna
Joel
get
for a
up
while.
so I don't have to hear him
Yeah. Have a good one.
scream to the top of his lungs. Good night.
Good night. All right, everybody. Yep, that'll be it for me. Appreciate you all being here. I will be back most probably. I will try to be back tomorrow for Lying Fork. If not, it is because I will be tired as fuck because I have to wake up a bit earlier than I normally would and take Phoebe to the metro to get to the airport. Yep, 1 second. Just ending my stream real quick. Sorry. So yeah, I once I get home, I will not be able to fall asleep again. So I might be really fucking tired tomorrow because I also have a PT. But we'll see how it goes. If not, I'll be back. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to play an actual game during the week. If not, I'll be back on Friday for Calypsia. But I will try to get something in the meanwhile. So let's see. Yeah, have a good night, Chaos. Thank you. Let's send some love to Joel if he's still going, hopefully. Joel Bowl. Will it let me do this is the question. Oh, it totally did. Holy shit, look at that. Nexus Overlay is being smart tonight. Alright, I appreciate the fuck out of you all. Until next time, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Good night! Ba-ba-ba-ba, where is it? I'll get to it. There we go. Oh, nope. Okay, bye!
Sexual polyhedral dice.